that we have a better name for the snowman peeps. Sneeps.
Sneeps.
Why is it buzzing? Sorry.
Oh, who's buzzing? Me?
It sounds like a razor. It does. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
you.
you.
Okay. How's that?
Better, much better. No, no more buzzing.
No more buzzing at all?
Nope, not that I can hear at least.
Perfect. Okay. Um, cool. I'm just going to check audio levels on stream because actually we just went live. And before we have any viewers, I just want to make sure the audio is good. So you might hear a quick echo.
Should have some viewers soon-ish. I just put out the thing on my Instagram.
Cool, cool, cool. Viewers are always good. Testing my audio. All right, good enough. Cool. Okay. So, recap for you guys and gals and peoples general. You made it through the caravan adventure and landed yourselves in this mining town. Um, as of right now, you are tasked from the fairies to. Oh, what is that?
Some jaunty music.
Yeah. Hey, it works for me. I'll keep it. But you guys have been tasked to not only work to deliver the steam packs to this town, but you were also told on your little side quest from your Fey folk to save some owl bears at the bottom of the mine. You walk into the town. It's pretty straightforward. As a reminder, it scales kind of up a large mountain, and there are layers to the village. That the lowest level has the mine. Then on top of the mine level, you have like shops and markets and things, and then higher up it looks like residential, and then the highest up looks like really important people, possibly schools, things like that. You guys arrived at the nighttime, so you guys did a little bit of exploring. Dimron and Gale had a moment, a heart to heart, and then you guys found yourselves all kind of gathered together at the inn at the rest of the day. Ocarine hurt herself in travel, so she is going to retire. And not wanting to be a part of any sort of illicit activity, Gale will be praying to his god in his room for the foreseeable session.
Just spends the entire session praying. My friends are crazy. Help me, Shantae.
They're trying to do illegal stuff.
My friends are doing the illegals.
Doing the illegals.
They are doing the crimes.
So now it will be you three.
So now it is a girls' night.
Girls' night.
Girls'
Woo
night. Woo. Cool part is I should be getting a camera here soon as well. My buddy had one, so he was like, he was gonna toss it my way because he's not using it. So I should be able to participate in camera stuff too. Not that I'm
also. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What's up?
I think it's funny how I made the girls' night joke, and I didn't know that this would end up actually characters' girls' night.
That is pretty funny.
Just it all works out.
So what we're saying is, all of the girls of the group are criminals. That's all. That's all I'm hearing. I'm kidding.
Well, no. What I'm hearing is it's Sophie's fault that Harry's not here.
No. No. Don't say that. If we wanna toss blame around, someone had work yesterday.
Yes.
Oh.
Chris. If you're watching this in the future, I did not say that.
Sure.
All right. So you find yourselves in an inn. The three of you are now together. What is your plan?
Wait, who all had the little traumatic dream about the owl bears again? Who all
You.
were the?
Um,
Was it
you
wasn't
did.
just me, was it?
Technically, Gale did, and Ocarine did.
Well, great.
Um,
Just fine and frickin' dandy.
Dimron, did you sleep?
I did sleep.
You did sleep, so you would have had the dream as well. I think the. Oh, actually, no. Gale did not, because Gale does not require the rests. So Gale did not, and Kidis did not, but Cedar did, Dimron did, and Ocarine did.
Got it. Nice.
So we going? Kidis is still playing with her ball, just kind of like,
Did you even sleep?
me? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ish. I meditated.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go down and get breakfast, meet with some of the others, and we'll plan from there, okay?
Okay.
And I'm holding the little fluffy koala fairy thing, whatever the heck. I don't know what to call it.
I thought we agreed to call it Kevin.
No, Colonel.
I thought it was like Colonel Keith or something.
Sorry.
I can't take this
We
down with
actually-
us.
I'm just as when I come out of my room and I see Cedar with this thing, I'm just gonna go, gimme, my turn.
Okay. And I just hand it off. I think this thing's a dream generator. Just a theory.
And so I'm gonna look this thing. I'm gonna kind of get it eye level with me. I'm gonna look this thing in the eyes. I'm gonna go. So you're a sentient creature. What the fuck is your name?
It reaches out to touch your eyelids with both hands. Do you let it?
Okay, fine, but don't rip them off. Please don't rip them off.
The frick?
Roll a Constitution save.
Is this poison?
That's a good question.
If
Our
it is, I
RA
have
is watching,
advantage.
by the way. Hi, Abby!
It is not
Hi,
poison.
Abby!
Okay. 23.
Okay. You feel extremely drowsy. Like you are about to pass out. Like you've been awake for 3 days type of drowsy. However, you do not fall asleep. And it just stares at you. That's it.
Okay. I kind of, in my hands, I flip this thing around so it's facing outwards, and in the whole Simba motion, I go, Colonel.
Is that its name?
It is now.
Aw, hi, Colonel.
It gently begins to wiggle to get out of your hands.
Aw. I think we should let it do what it wants, because we can't take that thing down to the tavern part with us.
Why not? It can turn invisible.
Do you want to come down with this little
It reaches for Cedar.
fella? Oh,
It doesn't like you.
I'm always the mom. I take it. Hi.
And it fades out in your hands. You can still feel the weight, but you cannot visibly see it.
I put it in my satchel and just kind of like pat where I assume its head is. I just kind of tuck it into the satchel like it's one of those like little baby carriers that you take on like a hike or something.
So you walk down the hall and this bag is like open completely, completely visible into the satchel.
You know what? For the sake of fun, yeah, let's do it.
It's like a pickpocket goes for it, can't reach in. What the hell is going on? No.
Colonel freaking bites the pickpocket.
And they just
I-
you have a
I'm
spell
here
on
for
it. Protect your stuff.
The biting purse of bite.
Oh, that'd be great.
I swear. Yeah, so I guess we head down to the bar.
All right. So you'll head down. Dimron, you'll notice that as you kind of walk down the flight of stairs, you are able to shake off the drowsiness actually pretty quickly.
Okay.
It's not something that keeps inside your body. Like you kind of feel like within about 5 minutes that any drowsiness that you did feel will no longer be like encumbering you, but for the next few minutes, you're gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your eyes are a little burny. You just got out of bed. You're yawning a lot.
All right. And so Dimran's gonna kind of groggily walk up to the bar, pull a piece of paper out of her pocket, slide it over to the bartender, and just go, give me, give me one of these. And it's the recipe for her breakfast beer.
Nice.
So there's a barkeeper that's looking like they've probably had a worse morning than you have at this point.
Oh.
The bar and tavern is actually pretty full. A lot of people are here. You'll see a lot of people that probably look like they work the mine. A lot of people are coughing, like just gross. You can actually smell the persons in the room as you're kind of walking down, as everyone's just kind of dirty and gross. Um, and he'll kind of look at you and shake his head, and he's like, not one to typically make requests, but let me see what I can do. And
Hey,
he'll,
I don't mean to sound rude. You don't look like you're having the best morning. What if you try one yourself? They really, really do wake you up.
well, I definitely believe you, but I got something for you too. And he actually goes and on tap, he'll kind of walk over and fill a mug, directly out of just directly out of a barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll hand it to you. He'll be like, "This is my version of a breakfast brew," and he'll just put it down in front of you, and like kind of twist it and wipe down the wooden. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it today. I'm sorry. The wooden flagon, and he'll just kind of slide it over. So he himself is very clean, very put together, just very tired. And he'll pass you over his brew, and he'll smile.
And I will I'll smile back. I'll grab the flag and I'll kind of raise it up in a bit of acknowledgement. And I'll take a sip. I'll swish it around. I'll gargle it a little bit, and then I'll swallow.
And so what you're going to taste is you're actually going to taste almost like an oatmeal bread.
Ooh.
So you can tell there's alcohol in it, but it doesn't really come through until the very end. This is a very calorie-dense, very nutritious beer. Kind of akin to like what ancient Egyptians would have eaten way back in the day. So it's kind of like really, it's a little bit thicker, but it's definitely got kind of like an oaty or a breadish flavor as it goes down. There's a little bit of spice to it, cinnamon, maybe nutmeg, and then you feel the alcohol burn right at the end. And he's like, "This is what we take around here to wake up." And he just kind of smiles. And overall, it actually tastes pretty decent to your palate.
I'm just gonna go. I adore this. I would definitely, personally, think it could use a stronger spice kick to get you going in the morning. But hey, fabulous is fabulous.
Yeah, spices are pretty hard to come by around these parts, especially in the lower quarter here. Higher up, you could probably find something to meet your fancy, and he kind of looks back and passes back your note. He's like, "But down here, not so much. But glad you liked it. This one will be on the house for now, for you and your friends," and he'll pour two more. You get a sense that he's used to having the miner's rush come through, and that he's probably just more interested in the fact that he's got a new face as opposed to like a bunch of just old, dirty, nasty diggers.
Yeah. Well,
Serve alcohol to minors? How dare you?
just before he starts pouring the others, she's gonna go. Wait, wait, wait. The owl doesn't drink. The elf is a child.
and he'll set them down and walk away.
Oh, could I have a coffee? Okay.
Just try it. Trust me, it doesn't taste like booze. tastes like breakfast.
Food.
You don't get any.
We'll get you some food. If
You can drink it. You can drink your food. I've never had a food drink.
I'm gonna ask if there's a bakery in town.
I've never drank my food before.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hand one to Cedar. I'm gonna take the other. I'm gonna do the same motion I did to the bartender to Kittis. I'm gonna down her entire flagon right in front of her.
Cedar's hand goes in front of her beak. She's trying not to laugh.
Kittis just jumps you.
Oh, Mr. LeBeau.
Obviously, she's not going to take you down, but she does jump and like.
Ladies.
When you jump at her, she's gonna put out her arm so you grab around it, and she's just gonna start lifting you up, down, and go. Yeah, thank you. I could really use the arm workout right now.
Bartender,
hungry.
Bartender, do you have black coffee? Like the
Um,
strongest black coffee you've got?
you'll have seen him come out of the back room, and he'll actually have a cup and a like a tea plate and cup in hand with a couple of biscuits. He had heard you as he was walking away, and brought back a coffee. He's like, the beer was free. This will usually run you $2 silver a cup.
We could have had free food, but someone drank mine.
And
She's still, by the way, holding onto your arms, like she's not going down.
and so he hands it to you, and on his left arm you notice it's behind his back. He has a smaller cup that he gives to Kittis.
She like just drops it and like reaches for it before never to get anywhere near it.
Thank you. And I pay the $2 silver.
He takes it, he bites it, he smiles, and just kind of walks away. He's not really saying much. He's not really wanting to do too much idle chatter because he's busy, but he kind of nods, bites the silver coins, and continues in back. He's like, just whisper if you need anything else.
Understood.
Whisper.
And Gimmer's gonna go. All right, you two. Look, we gotta talk. Let's go find a seat somewhere.
Agreed.
If we can whisper, does that mean he can hear everything?
Good thought. Also, what did he give you?
Do you drink it?
Yeah.
It's a smaller cup of the beer.
Oh,
It's,
I was afraid it was going to be coffee. You do
um,
not need that.
That would be worse.
Objectively worse.
It would be.
Okay, honestly, so long as it's not coffee.
Yeah. At least beer will calm her the fuck down, hopefully.
Mitzi
Quote,
Owl Gaming does not
hopefully.
endorse alcoholic beverages to minors.
Speak for yourself, I'm in Texas.
Disclaimer.
He's technically 53.
The stream is
Technically.
marked for mature audiences. They can deal with children drinking themes. It's
Oh,
fine.
mercy. But yeah, we find somewhere to sit.
Cool. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. Like I said, the place is pretty packed overall, and it's not the biggest place in the world. But you definitely you find yourself a place to sit in just one of the corners, more along the wall and the stools. What we're looking at is probably, oops, that place kind of there on the map. So you're sitting basically right above the mine, in this little tavern here.
Okay, nice.
So.
So Dameron's gonna look at the both of them, but more so at Cedar, and go, look, I really don't want to fucking do this, but if we're going to, then I'm coming with you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Because no offense, without me you might die.
That's not
Take it.
offensive. That's factual. My bones are literally hollow.
I'm small. Although, you are too, but you're a lot stronger.
And she's gonna go. All right, but if any weird time bullshit happens, and this time she's looking directly at Cedar. If any weird time bullshit happens, I need you to pull whatever strings you have in Bearvane to make sure I keep my goddamn job.
I'll do my best. I know the people there, not particularly close with many of them. I mean, there's Mai, but
She's gonna hate us by the end of this.
oh, oh no, I hadn't thought of that. Oh gosh, she literally
Okay.
said a fine
Okay,
line,
I didn't think I would be the one to say this.
but now I'm covered in fairy glitter.
Owlbear first, Crisis later.
Good point. I'm gonna pretend there's not a emotional crisis incoming.
That's later us's problem.
Yeah. Emphasis on problem. All right. Yes. I think I know which way we need to go once we get to the mine.
Perfect.
Can we go now?
I had a dream last night. I think it was Colonel's
Was
fault.
it about owlbears chained up in the bottom of a mine?
Yes. I had like 2
Okay,
consecutive dreams
shared
about it.
trauma. Good to know.
Wait, you had it too?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh yes, because it is so nice when other people have horribly traumatic dreams.
No, I mean I don't want you to have traumatic dreams. I just want to know I'm not losing my mind.
She starts chuckling and goes, I'm fucking with you. I like seeing how easily I can make you flustered.
Ha. Okay. Okay, that's fair. So I was thinking we should get some food. See if there's a bakery in town. Get some stuff from there because I mean it's owl bears. I feel like if we bring them food, they will be less likely to maim us.
Okay.
And I, for one, would like to not be maimed.
So I don't know much about owls, but I do know bears, and bears don't eat pastries; they eat meat.
All right, then let's get like meat or something. Like I was thinking like some kind of like when I said pastry, I was thinking more of like a honey kind of thing. Like bears like honey, right?
Aren't bears omnivores?
Yeah, they are. We got another chat bot.
Yep.
Nice.
Really? Jeez.
But so Sidimran's gonna go. All right. I'll be right back. I have something horribly important to do.
Oh,
And
okay.
She's gonna walk back over to the bar and try and grab the bartender's attention.
Kid just pulls out her ball because she's bored.
It takes a few moments, but he'll pop back over. Need some?
And she's gonna present her two water skins and go, this one full of whiskey, this one full of the strongest shit you have.
He's gonna deadass look you in the face, walk over to the same barrel that he had tapped for the breakfast beer, and he's gonna slowly pull the tap down off of it and fill your water skin. Not even looking at the water skin, just looking directly at you.
I like you a lot.
He'll then go to the second one, begin filling it from the tap, stop about kind of at the end, about 90% of the way filled. He'll pull out a personal flask from his pocket, and he'll kind of wink at you, and then just pretty much dump the contents of the flask into the bag.
Love it.
And he'll hand it back. He's
How
like,
much?
4 silvers.
She puts a gold piece down and goes, for the extra help.
Anytime. And he'll kind of bite the coin again and smile, slip it into his pocket, and begin helping the other patrons.
And she'll walk off. She'll both water skins in hand go, mission complete. Let's move.
All right. Yeah. I want to real quick go up to the bartender and
This poor bartender.
I know. Would you be able to point me in the direction of the nearest baker or butcher?
He's looking directly at you, but he keeps kind of glancing at your shoulder. Um, and he'll be like, "Yeah, you can right behind the inn to the north. You'll see a bunch of market stalls. You could probably catch something to eat there. Usually
Thank you.
prepared foods, street foods, things like that. If you're looking for a bakery or something fancy, you're gonna have to go a little higher up in the rings, higher up the mountain."
Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for the coffee. I think I'm gonna need it today. And with that, I turn around and walk back to the group.
There you go.
All right, let's go get some owlbear food.
Yay!
Sounds great.
Can I tell what the bartender is? Like, I realize we know nothing actually about the bartender. Like the kid is just like caught on the fact that he can hear her whispering, and so like she kind of was like testing it out, like whispering just random stuff.
If you're actually testing it out and you're whispering, you'll see his ears flutter every once in a while. He's a wood elf. He's a very tall. He's got kind of just a green vest. He's very clean, very well put together, which is weird because usually wood elves are, in the forest and dirty. But he's very clean. He's very put together, and but yeah, no, he's a wood elf, really common breed, but just larger ears than normal.
Because like Kiddos just was like slightly obsessed with the fact that he could hear whispering.
Yeah, no, he was hearing whatever you were saying. He was hearing, and you would notice his ears flicker a little bit every time if you were intentionally whispering something in his direction.
Mm-hmm. But in any case, though, Kiddos is very pleased by this idea, and she does not think he would be a snitch. So
Okay.
and so she doesn't really say anything about it. She just notes it.
Roll an insight check, just because you're testing him.
Okay. 13.
Okay, 13's good. You'd get the impression that he intentionally got this job to keep track of the situation. He's probably more put in place here to keep an eye on the miners. Any sort of rabble or things that maybe he needed to report back to. He seems really well off for someone in a lower ring of his town. You know what I mean? And you get the impression that he's getting extra money, probably because he's so good at what he does.
You're screwed.
Kiddos is just very amused by this. She's like, well, that's later us's problem. She does not mention this at all. She just like makes note and was like,
The most helpful member of our team. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so I think we head towards the market.
Okay. You'll find the market really busy. Lots of sights and smells. It sells a lot of different things. Some of them have furniture. Some of them have children's toys. A lot of food stalls. Some of them even have like what look to be potions and high-end potions. Basically, the market is really alive. It's a very busy part of the town. You'll see a lot of the people from the caravan that have not branched off to the other mini caravan for the surrounding cities. Here, buying, selling, trading, a lot of bartering, just busy noise, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. You'll also notice that there are no miners here, and it's probably about 75% women, not only selling at the stalls, but actually like buying and selling there.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, potions! Kiddos just kind of goes,
Oh, there she goes. I do want to look at the potions. Oh boy, but okay, focus. I go and see if I can find either like baked goods or meat.
Oh, also, while she's kind of zooming, she's like, oh yeah, and kind of just reaches into the bag of mundane items and goes, that she can pull out.
Oh, you remembered this time. I'm proud of you. All right. Yeah, I was intentionally not going to tell you that. But okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Just rolling a few dice on my side. Okay, perfect. Actually, have to look something up for this one.
Ooh.
Um, you pull out a mask. It's a full face mask made of copper or bronze. It's basically it's a little heavier. It's a couple pounds, and it seems pretty normal. But when you turn it to look at you, uh, it insults you, and it audibly starts to talk, and the mouth begins to articulate and move. And he looks at you and he says, "My dad always wears pink when he goes for a jog. You know, he's a bit of a running joke in the family." But it's nowhere as funny as the way you look. And then it falls completely silent.
This bag is the best thing I've ever gotten. Kidda's like giggles to herself while Abe's like, how do you insult others if I point you at him? Oh boy. Yes, it's on Dimron.
Did you point it at Dimron?
Well, is Dimron still near her? Because she's kind of zoomed off.
No.
You could run back to Dimron, I'm sure.
Well, she wants to get the potions first. The potions is her main thing.
Okay. Then yeah, so specifically the item, and I have it written down, I'll put it in the Discord. It's a brass face mask that insults the wearer's outfit. So basically they'll do insults regarding the way you look or what you're wearing. You get a sense to understand why this item was particularly lost.
I love that. Last things are so much fun.
But anyway, she ends up at the potion stall.
Okay. So you are at the potion stall. And we'll resolve. What is everybody else doing? Anybody else doing anything in particular?
Go ahead.
Oh, I already said I wanted to go to either a bakery stall or a butcher stall.
So you'll definitely see butchers around. Not a lot of breads, a lot of meats though. A lot of things that are heavy. You have eggs, meats, butters. You have hanging preserved fats that are kind of like in a ball, probably used for cooking and things like that. Couple of bags of flour, but basically just broken down bread product and meats is what you're going to find. The meats that you'll find are kind of on the lower end, though. They smell delicious, but they're kind of like rats on a skewer or like small squirrel-type creatures on a skewer. They've been deferred, deboned, and they're very dried and shriveled. But as you're kind of looking at them, you'll notice just passively that there are these squirrel-like creatures and kind of little, they're like golden mantle ground squirrels if you're familiar with them, desert squirrels. Probably wouldn't have them too much back east, but they're little, tiny little squirrel things, just kind of running about your feet. So you have a feeling that it was probably ground to table this morning.
They're so cute!
And so that is the majority of the food product that you find.
I just looked it up. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, yeah.
I have regrets. All right. I would like to. I go up to the one of the stall owners. Hey, could I have the biggest one you got?
Sure. They're two for a silver.
Oh, 2 for a silver. Awesome. Can I have 6 of them?
Sure, be my guest, and she kind of motions you to kind of select the ones you want.
All right. I picked them out. Yeah.
And okay, and basically she has a little plate, like a one-time use plate. It's very thin, kind of like a bark,
Mm.
that she'll kind of have you, and she'll kind of usher to the seasonings next to the table that are kind of on the end of her stall, and then she'll
Ooh.
motion the next customer by.
All right. Thank you. And then I skip the seasonings, and I head back to. I'm gonna go join Kittis at the potions table.
Okay, and Dimron, what are you doing?
Dimron's gonna look for a magic item stall, actually.
Okay. You definitely find a couple of stalls. They're not necessarily stalls. It's more over, people like kind
Little
of
stall, shop,
yeah.
black market shit, whatever.
What you're gonna find here in this market are kind of unique looking individuals that have things splayed out on blankets. Like they're not fully established stalls, but they're kind of traveling merchants or nomadic. And they'll have their goods kind of splayed out on stalls. It's the kind of non-standard stuff. You get a look that oddities and unique things are going to be more of like the travelers kind of in the back, in like an almost in an alleyway.
Okay.
And that's kind of what you're seeing. Like if you're looking for magic items or a magic item stall, you'll definitely be able to find that type of stuff.
All right. So I'm gonna go up to. I'm just gonna pick one, and I'm gonna. Well, is there someone that's selling a lot of necklaces, like one of the magic item vendors that's selling a lot of necklaces?
Yeah, you can. I'll say there's one that has some jewelry in it. Sure, like you'll find
Okay.
jewelries, rings, necklaces, things like that.
And before I continue, question: are you aware of Critical Role's Amulet of the Drunkard?
I am now.
I'm basically looking for that. Um,
Sorry.
and so she's gonna walk up to this vendor and go, "Hi, I was wondering if you had any any magical items in whatever form that might allow me to heal myself without any magical properties, any potions."
Ah, yes, yes. Welcome to Alibaba's used wares and tears. I have a great deal many things I can probably heal you if you're looking for an extra life. Are you looking to regain life or restore life or have more life than you probably should? What?
Effectively, I want to. Effectively, what I would love. I don't know if this is possible. I would love to regain health by drinking from my flask.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I probably have something that can do that. Let me check. And he'll start going through his bag. His whole arm, though, will probably end up going into his bag as he's kind of like whipping his arm around. His tongue will kind of come out a little bit, and he's like digging for something specific. And he's like, oh, and he shakes his head down again. He's like, so you wanna drink and feel better, huh?
Exactly.
Ah, yeah, I have yeah, I have just the thing. And he pulls out a ring, and he goes, this. And it's a really beautiful ring. It's a ring that consists of multiple wavy lines. It's probably about an inch thick, so it's a really thick ring, and it has a bunch of wavy lines on it, and a really beautiful blue aquamarine on top. And this will make you feel really good while drinking. This is exactly what you want. And he's just kind of looking at you, and he's kind of showing it to you. And like if you go to reach for it, he'll like slip it into his hand, and like it'll come out the other hand. So he's like trying to like enthrall you with like little like pocket magic tricks.
She's gonna look at this ring and go, "Can I try it?"
Oh, I don't know if I want you to try it necessarily. That's kind of an odd request, and it's a very valuable item. I don't want you just. How do I know you're not going to take off with it?
Candace would do that.
She goes, well, I mean, you never know anything from anybody. It's when you're in the business of selling things, it's about mutual trust.
Ah, okay. So I hand you something of mine, and you hand me something of yours. Yes, mutual. That sounds fine. Let me hold on to your coin purse.
No.
Well, you just got to telling me about
No.
mutual trust, and yet you don't trust me?
I didn't say I don't trust you. I just don't. I'm not gonna hand you my money. And she will actually offer up one of her very ornately carved hand axes.
Did we discuss how much one of those would be worth?
Nope.
Be like, oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you. This is very pretty. Does it do anything?
It's just a very well crafted hand axe.
Okay. And he'll kind of hold on to it. He'll kind of motion to like do like a quick like, you grab my ring, I grab your axe type thing.
Yep. And so she'll slip the ring on. Is this something that requires attunement?
It does not require attunement, no, but
Okay.
you do feel a tingling from it.
Alright. And then she's going to grab her other hand axe. And if you'll allow, I'd like to do minimum damage on the damage die. And I'm gonna run the axe across my forearm. And then I'll take a swig from my whiskey flask.
Okay.
Way to check.
Or, well, I guess technically, to get it to work, I'll drink the entire fucking whiskey flask. Because that's technically how it would work if this is truly the ring of the drunkard.
So those are Constitution checks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Give me 3 Constitution checks with disadvantage.
Is this against poisoning?
Oh, alcohol's a poison, but no, specifically the item is
Okay.
going to give you disadvantage.
Alright. Well, I'm just asking because I have advantage, so it would even out.
Fair point. Yeah, so just roll 3 con checks.
Okay, so first one is a 15. Second one is a 21. Third one is a 22.
Okay. So your wounds are not healed, but you
Okay.
are drunk. Like you are drunk. And
It just made
you were
me
not
Right.
expecting to be drunk. So
Okay.
you're feeling really good. You got a little bit of the hiccup in you. Your warm belly's going on. Like you are like happy wasted. And it's like the best thing in the world. Like you feel super great.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna slip off the ring and hiccup and then go, no, 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 thank you.
As you slip the ring off of your fingertips begin to tingle, and you can't seem to remove it. It seems to get stuck right at the tip of your finger.
You got a cursed ring.
That.
Be like,
I'm
oh,
okay with this.
you like it? Yeah, it makes you feel good when you drink, right?
You did some weird shit to this.
No, that's what you were asking for. That's the ring the ring of the town drunk.
I keep the ring, you keep the axe.
Oh. Well, it's very ornate. I mean, I suppose a trade could be okay.
You're
Um.
buzzing again, by the way.
Oh, sorry about that.
I can hear
That any
Sloan
better?
watching. Hi, Sloan. We can hear you watching.
How's that? That any better for you?
Still buzzing.
Still buzzing a bit.
Apologies. Hold, please.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Now?
We can wait.
I don't mind having them now, but I was like saving them for when we had our break. But it's cute.
Yeah, that's why I shut the window.
How
We have an
is that?
uninvited guest.
No.
Still buzzing?
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
buzzing.
What
Sounds
is
like a
going
razor.
on?
It does.
It's only when I push down, right? Like when I'm talking?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nada.
They look way too happy for the fate that awaits them.
I thought you were referring to us.
You're
No,
not
I'm
wrong.
talking about the peeps.
You're not wrong.
Our barbarian's now drunk.
I'm aware. I am very aware.
Oh, you're right, Abby. It does sound kind of like a tattoo machine. Well, while you're getting that figured out, I'm gonna go pee.
Mhm.
Be right back. And then Kiss will get her potions. If she can afford them.
Sound of joy. But yeah, thanks to you who are reviewing. It's good to see you on here. We're kind of having a little bit of a technical difficulty at the moment, but we should get that fixed soon. And normally we also have more members, but our 2 overseas members needed to skip today's session, but they should be back for the next one, probably.
We hope.
We hope. Yeah. We're missing our rogue and our cleric.
Test.
Now you're good.
Now I'm
Now you're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm picking up static from somewhere, and I don't understand why, but I think it's my... It's weird because I have a virtual audio cable and a real audio cable going through the same onboard card, and I think that's my problem, is I think it decides to just die.
Oof.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Okay, but okay, so we're working now. Kiddis has disappeared. She is now the rogue.
At some point, can y'all run through your characters? Oh, we can do that right now while we're waiting for Kiddis, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, go for
You
it.
see that on the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll start. I'm the Hail Dwarven Bear Totem Barbarian. I am built like a fucking tank, and that is the idea. My constitution is maxed out, if you know what that means.
It really is. I am I have 3 levels wizard, 1 level rogue, and my character's name is Cedar Stragine. I'm a School of Conjuration wizard and hoping to become a Soul Knife rogue. And yeah, I'm a small fluffy wizard, and it's basically me with feathers if you know me in person.
My character's name is Kiddis. She is a Shadarkai, which is a type of elf with like kind of like grayish skin. She is a level 4 wizard necromancer who wears all pink and wears pretty jewelry, is very, very peppy, and absolutely thinks dead things are the cutest thing in the world. She kind of like talks to them like they're puppies.
Oh, don't forget the age.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's kind of like 12-ish in elf years. So she's literally a child.
And then Doku, would you mind running through the 2 missing characters?
Sure. Yep. I was just drafting up. So, we have an air genasi.
Genasi.
Genasi, thank you. Sorry. Who is our cleric? Their deity is Shanti, who is basically all about life and boon, usually in the form of food. Their sigil is kind of a wheat with a rose growing out of it. They are a very religious character. It's played by our buddy in London, and he is the group healer. Then we also have Ocarine, who is our swashbuckling rogue. She's also a Tabaxi, which is a cat-based race. Oh, Genasi is an air-based race. So basically, he's made up of almost pure air in a human form. The Tabaxi cat, or the Tabaxi, is kind of a cat, kind of like if you've ever played Skyrim. The cat race from Skyrim is kind of the same deal. And she is a swashbuckling rogue who normally fights unarmed, but has a surprising amount of knives that she doesn't use. But she does all of the roguey things that the roguies do.
That the roguies do.
And that is the basic rundown of the party for now.
Sorry. I forgot to say, I'm an owlin, which is basically like an owl humanoid race. So basically, I'm a bird woman.
Yes, you are.
Hoot hoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sophie or Cedar.
Cedar.
Yes.
Haha, yes, I know. The joke is I love owls and I'm very owlish in real life, so Owlin was the natural choice.
I actually just typed up the basics of your item. I based it off another item in the game, but I'll shoot it over to you here.
Love it. And so she's gonna be pulling on it, and she's gonna look at this shady magic item salesman and go, "So how do I take it off?"
You can take it off just fine. And he kind of puts the axe into his belt, like pocketing it and kind of glaring at you. Takes the ring and slips it off of you and puts it into your hand. Hey, a trade's a trade, okay?
Thank you. Do I still feel drunk?
You're still pretty. You are naturally drunk right now, so you're probably gonna need an hour-ish to sober up. But you're a
And we thought
drunk,
Kidis
so
was gonna cause problems.
She probably still is.
She hasn't caused problems yet.
I sent you the item. I'll make the item card for it later.
Ooh, I love this.
I figured you would.
The chaotic urge to give this to the fucking child.
I thought it would be so funny though.
You could give it to Gail.
We should give it to Gail.
You could give it to Gail.
Oh man. All right.
When you're watching the VOD, Harry, I said nothing.
So he's gotten drunk one time. I'm sad because that was with the other DM. I haven't personally gotten.
I guarantee
You'll see it.
Imran
It was
will make this happen.
pretty dang funny.
But in any case, potions.
Yes. So we now fast forward to the potion shop, where you have a Cedar and a Kidis looking over a really old woman, her fingertips stained with what looks like almost like hemoglobin, like greens, like a naturally herby dye. Her clothes are kind of dirty with drips of different things, so you would have the thought that she might actually have been the alchemist that made the potions at first glance.
Okay.
Oh, hello, children. Oh, this is my old lady voice.
Hello. What potions you got?
Well, I have a great deal, many things. Anything that you could really need or want. Are you looking for something?
I don't know. I'm kind of browsing. I saw potions and got excited.
Yes. I have my specials today. For 2 gold, I have these special concoctions that I made. And she'll kind of pass them over to you. It's a grouping of 5 of them. They taste like jelly, and they will make you feel really good.
What do they do?
Well, you drink them, and you feel really good.
Oh, I was wondering,
Is this what an alcoholic is?
No. Oh, Lordy, I'm explaining this again, aren't I?
There's no alcohol in these,
Put a
young
pin in
child.
that. Sorry, she's
But
still
isn't
learning.
alcohol supposed to make you feel good?
Oh, mercy.
Oh yes, I've drinking in my day, and it does help. And I mean, if you want alcohol, I'm sure I can find you some.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Are you sure? And she'll kind of start digging through. She'll pull out a personal flask from her purse. You're like, why is everyone drinking here?
No, it's really okay. It's really okay. She does not need alcohol. She's like 12. So I was wondering, do you have any books on potion making or alchemy type stuff, or potion maker sets, that kind of stuff?
Oh, I have a set if you want to make them, but unfortunately, all the recipes are in my head. Uh,
Oh wow,
I share them only with my apprentice. And
that's actually really impressive.
thank
Is
you.
the potion making set for sale?
I can whip you up a personally good set, sure.
Ooh, then how much would that be, per se?
DM Chris, let me find out.
It's musically very pirate-y.
And
think we can
while
get this-
all of this is going on, Dimrin is just drunkenly stumbling around,
Oh
looking
mercy.
for those two.
A potion making
Oh, Kidis
set
would be able to give him the mask now. Giving her the mask.
usually runs about 30 gold, but I will cut
Oh.
you a deal because you look like a cute little aspiring owl creature. You look a lot like my granddaughter. She doesn't. She's very human.
You see Cedar making the calculations in her head, like, and how the heck was that? He doesn't say this out loud, but you can see the confusion.
I can get you this potion making kit of my own experiences. Yes, I use this very one at home for 15 gold pieces.
Oh, listen, I would really love to, but I don't have 15 gold on me.
Oh. How much
okay.
do you have on you?
Probably not enough, and I want to keep some on me because I think I'll be on the road for a good bit. But I really appreciate it.
Well,
You want to forward me eventually?
What?
I have 15.
You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll pay you back later. How's that, kiddo?
Sounds good. As long as I actually get paid back later.
Oh, of course. No, I don't like debt. I would love it. Thank you. I'll chip in about 3 gold of my own, and so I will owe Kiddis 12.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually surprisingly a decent quality alchemical regent set. It has basically a purple material that will react to magical items, seeming to boil when actually touching non-cursed items, but will glow purple on cursed items. It'll consume a small amount of the potion, so you have enough to test maybe 10, maybe 12 items. We have a residue that'll react to magic in general. It'll be attracted to already cast spells or runes or something that may become active, like traps. Gold and silver dusts to detect the presence of like negative magical things inside potions, so you could potentially test drinks and things before. So like the gold and silvers will test alcohols and non-alcoholic beverages for poisons, detractors, things like that. Anything non-magical. It'll actually change the color and smell of the drink. Mummy dust, which will evaporate into smoke when exposed to positive energy. So if there is a positive affirmation, a positive god, like if you were to test a good person versus a bad person, the mummy dust will kind of evaporate or harden depending on if they're good or bad. These are granite dust, which will attract to oil and wet surfaces, so you can use to kind of dust for fingerprints, things like that. And then acids, ammonias, to test general pHs, to give you advantage on material checks to see what type of material, something like that. If you're doing a survival nature, trying to figure out what something is, you could potentially use base science equipment to get an advantage on that roll. And that is what's
Awesome.
contained inside this set. I will.
I love.
I'll put together. I have it all. I'll put together the card for you later.
Awesome.
What are the potions you got?
Well, I have my specialty, and she'll go back to the green vials. They're 2 gold apiece, and they'll probably make you feel really good.
Any other ones?
I have your standard healing potions, if you wish. I have this, which my apprentice made. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but I'll sell that to you for cheap.
Okay.
You just say okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1 silver. Not much. Not much. Here, take 2 for the price of 1.
And she also and also I would like some green vial.
Ah,
Of the green vial stuff.
That'll be 2 gold and 2 silver, and she'll give you a green vial and the 2 mysteries.
Oh. Okay, hold up. I'm going to have to calculate it real quick. So 2 gold, 2 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me 1
The
second.
gold is 10 silver.
Yes, I know.
I had to look it up earlier.
Let's see. A gold is 10. Yeah. 1. Boom. And then 2. Boom. Okay. And so she takes them. She's like, "And do you have any just regular healing?"
Yes, I have basic healing potions. They're about 50 gold each.
50 gold each?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, then I'm good. Thank you, miss.
No problem. Thank you for the business.
And I suppose we leave the potion stand together.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, I would like to see what I have. Because like she just like bought a random potion.
Oh boy.
You have 2 mystery black ichor vials. And 1 potion of gelatinous goo, which will give you heartburn, but will fill you up for an entire day, so you will not go hungry.
This place in town is so much fun.
It's Jello. Heartburn Jello.
I can't forget. Do you think that we could make the guards test out what this black stuff is?
Honey, no. No, let's wait on that. Or can I test it for poisonous quality? Is that a thing I can do, or?
You have the alchemical set for it now.
Yeah, I want to do like 1 drop of like the poison checker.
Don't ruin it.
Wait. Okay, yeah, how about we wait and try that out later? How's that? We can have a science experiment.
Okay.
So
I go searching for Dimrin.
Yeah, we should find Dimrin.
Wouldn't be hard to find. They're the only ones stumbling around.
Oh no, I found her. There she is.
Is that an alcoholic?
You know what? Yep, that is an alcoholic.
Okay.
Damn.
Quiet.
Oh, Dimrin! Found this really cool mask. Apparently supposed to increase your intimidation factor. Turn it on.
The noise.
Hold on. Drop the dice. Give me 1 sec. I'm rolling insight. I don't trust you.
Wait, do I have to roll the deception against it?
hold on. What's the drunk status? I haven't had a drunk character in a while. Is that-
It's just the poison condition, so you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah, so it's insight with disadvantage, isn't it?
Yep, I got a 6 both times, so that is a insight 10.
All right, so then I gotta roll. Let's see. So that is a 14.
Yeah, okay. Gimme.
And so you drink it down?
Oh no,
I'm
she gets
taking
it on the
the
mask.
Mask.
Oh, you're taking the mask.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Very
Sorry, I thought you were
different
taking. I thought she was giving you the mystery vial.
No, Kiss is not that mean. She would test it on one of the guards because she wants that one to be like a meat shield.
You are useful. I can't kill you yet. No.
All right. I'm getting one here. Hold on. So you turn the mask around, and it looks right at you. Gods only let things grow until they're perfect. Sorry it abandoned you.
She looks at the thing, kind of blinks, but it's a delayed blink where like the left eye closes and starts opening, and then the right eye closes and starts opening. She just goes, you know what? Fuck you. Smashes it on her knee.
It's a hard metal mask, and as you smash it into your knee, it goes, "Keep looking up, my friend. That's motivational advice for most people. Necessary advice for you."
Wait to see it happen to someone else.
Does Kiss able to get this thing back?
Oh.
Cameron just goes, fine.
As you're handing it back.
No. She's not handing it back. She's
okay.
saying this to the mask.
Oh.
And she grips this thing really, really tightly on the lower end. And I'm gonna make a quick athletics check if that's all right. And she just. All right. With a 9, she hucks this thing.
So it starts going, and as it flies away, you hear, "I used to play miniature golf with a short person, but he just called it golf." And it lands a good 30, 40 feet away, and it hits the ground with like a clang, and everyone in the market just kind of looks at what happened.
Kiss is like darting back after the mask. And I'm gonna name you Calvin!
Seriously, okay. I love
Do you run back and get it?
Yes.
Oh no. It's gonna insult you now.
So as you pick it up, it goes, "You're so short, when it rains, you're the last one to know."
Yes, I am. And she shoves it into her bag. That was so worth it. And Kiss just starts skipping back to the group.
Dimron, that thing makes one heck of a frisbee. Oh, mercy. Oh, where have you been?
Either having a great time or getting ripped off. I haven't figured out which.
Are you drunk?
Maybe.
How did you get... We were gone for like 10 minutes.
You want to know?
Actually, yeah.
This.
Oh, did you buy a magic item?
No, I traded for one.
Did it not turn out like you wanted it to?
No, no.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts looking
Yeah.
really sad.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
why you always
That
check
sucks.
magic items before you buy them. And don't test them. You check
Speaking
them.
of, I actually just got this really awesome alchemical set, and I'll be able to test magic items with it. So
she just she grabs she goes from angry or from sad to a little bit angry, walks up to Kittis, grabs her by the collar, pulls her in close, goes, "Fucking test it." Puts it in her hand.
Kidis looks at the ring and starts analyzing it. Yeah.
Roll an Arcana.
I like how both
Not
are
now.
neither of our
I'm not
wizards.
gonna know what the fuck it is.
well, she doesn't know what an alcoholic is, so that makes sense.
No.
Actually. First nat one of the night. Woo.
What was the roll?
No, I won.
You
And that
rolled-
one.
You rolled a nat 1?
Yeah.
Oh man, you have no idea what this thing is. You're like, this isn't a magical item. This is a ring. You got ripped off. Like, that's your first thought, right? Like, you're looking at it, you're flipping it around. There is nothing about this ring in your mind that tells you that it's magical or it has any effect whatsoever.
This thing get you drunk. Hmm. Do I get to be an alcoholic?
No.
She squints at you, still really mad, grabs the ring, goes, You don't know what that means.
She really doesn't. She keeps asking me to explain it, and I'm not really sure. You know what, Dimran? You're the one who has I guess, an ale company now. You explain to the kid what an alcoholic is. My talons are clean of this.
Fun.
So the next hour passes or so where Dimran is slowly explaining drunkenly.
No. She just says the word fun. An alcoholic is fun.
No.
Can I be one?
No! You know what? Unwashing my talons of this. Okay. Are you good to still go to the mine?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Why are you shiny?
Fairies. Remember, ever since I met the little yellow one,
Right.
I had glitter in my feathers and it won't come out.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get accustomed to it, but like I tried to remove it, just got deeper in the feathers.
I don't think it likes being rejected.
I'm not trying to reject it. I things in my feathers I just need to get used to. It's a sensory thing.
Okay, so we go to the mines now?
Yeah, let's go. I got meat for the bears, for the owl bears. It's like these. I pull one out. It's like these like rats on a stick, squirrel things on a stick. I got a variety. I don't know what they prefer. Like,
Dimran reaches for it.
no, that's for the bears, not for you. And it's raw.
It's cooked.
It's cooked.
Oh, it's cooked. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just silly. Okay.
No, you're good.
No, that is for the bears, the owl bears.
So you guys are all heading to the mine then?
Yes.
Okay. So you head over to
After
the
an
mine,
hour.
and what's up?
Dimran is just sorry to cut you off, but Dimran is currently physically showing the meaning 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
So it is not far from your position. You guys probably spent a good few hours at the market, just kind of shopping around. It wasn't super big, but it is probably about midday. So you're kind of just browsing about. Now you're walking out. The paths are fairly laid out. It's not very big on this lower ring. You're walking past workshops and things like that. But it is about midday. You arrive kind of at the front of the mine. It's just a big open mouth at the base of the mountain that you were looking, and you can kind of see it gets dark and goes kind of down and down, just from what you can kind of see from the outside. and there's a lot of people. There's posted guards. There's people in and out. There's a lot of people pushing mine carts, unloading. A lot of the material is being distributed right then and there. You have a lot of like merchants and blacksmiths buying and kind of auctioning and bidding for the materials as they come out by the bucket load, the raw materials. There seems to be some processed materials that are actually being worked on, like right adjacent from the mine entrance as well. You see a bunch of furnaces and things and forges that are very, very lit up, that were not lit up at the beginning of the day. And they're all pretty much being processed almost as it comes out. Nothing is for sale that's being made, but a lot of things are being made, from horseshoes with furriers, and you just hear the clanging and the liveliness of this lower area now as you come up to the front of the mine.
So on our way to the mine, Dimron would sidetrack, go and grab the big old crate of steam packs.
Why?
I think I understand.
Okay.
Sort of asking.
Yeah, you can make a trip to the caravan and hobble over with the steam packs while drunk. That's fine.
Dimrid,
Why?
should we say something to the caravan leader so that, if any weird time stuff happens, he doesn't get mad at us again?
I mean, there's two of us out here.
True.
You do it. I probably should.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. No. I hate this. And then I go over to the guy.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the caravan camp.
Mm-hmm.
Kiddis is over here trying to be a cheerleader in the best way that Kiddis can actually be one to Dimron.
Yeah, so you make your way over to the camp, and surprisingly, this is the first time you think you've seen the caravan master actually like relaxed. He's actually sitting in a chair around a small fire pit, just smoking a pipe.
Cool. Oh, hello? Hi.
Owl girl. What do you need?
Oh, yes. Actually, I just realized I didn't know your name. What's your name?
Doesn't matter now. What do you need?
Okay. So me and some of my friends, we're going to explore the surrounding area. But two of us are still over at the inn. Akarin and Gale. The cat and the blue guy.
Blue guy. Got it. Okay.
But three of us are heading to go explore the area, and we know that once or twice when we have separated from the caravan, time perception has gotten very weird. So I wanted to come and notify you of that before we left, so that the same thing that happened last time doesn't happen this time.
He looks at you like you're crazy.
Used to that.
And he just kind of, really with a confused look on his face, kind of like one brow up really high. Caravan leaves in 2.5 days, so you do whatever you want to do.
2.5 days.
Just wash your hands. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Don't worry. I very much love personal hygiene. All right then. Just wanted to notify you. See you later, sir. Enjoy your relaxation. Bye. And then I just walk away before we can socialize anymore, because I don't want to.
1 second. Hold on.
Yes, huh?
You know your friend took the packages, right?
Oh, yeah, we're delivering some of them, I believe.
Perfect. She's not sober.
Nope.
So you should look.
Don't worry,
my
I'm
business about goods being delivered. Just that's not very professional. Do you need a hand?
Oh no, I think we're okay. Between the three of us, I think we've got it. And she didn't mean to. She tried to buy a magic item from somebody up at the market, and I think it was a bit of a shadier deal.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she got what she wanted to pay for.
In this town, probably not.
Yeah.
If you need me to talk to any local magistrates or anything to to get any money back on a bad deal, just let me know.
Oh,
it
thank you.
happens to tourists. Just don't make a habit of it. And he's actually kind of nicer now that he's mellowed out for a second.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We will be back soon. So long as time doesn't get all wiggly again. See you later.
Yeah. And he'll kind of like rub his eyes and be like, "I gotta stop smoking so much." And you kind of overhear him whisper to himself as he like walks away.
Kidis is kind of like cheering Dimmer in on, saying, "Come on, work sober."
Work sober.
Dimron just in her state where she's starting to sober up but still not fully sober. She looks at Kidis with this like grimace on her face. She goes, "I'm gonna teach you something new."
Okay.
My Uncle Finian did that to me all the time when he got annoyed. So that's not new.
Perfect. Then you know what it means.
Ish. It just was more. It was a symbol of annoyance.
Exactly.
So don't worry, I'm used to it.
A few moments pass and Cedar rejoins you guys. Assuming you're all kind of out front of the mine now, steam packs in hand.
All right, I've notified him. And also, Dimron, he offered to talk to some local magistrates if you want your money back for the dud ring.
Oh, I didn't pay money for that.
Well, I mean, he just offered, so I thought if you wanted to get whatever you traded back or whatever.
I'll make a new one.
Okay.
This ring is fun.
Oh, great.
Giving it to Greenie.
Oh boy. Secret safe with me. All right.
And so she kind of with this crate hoisted over her back, she like slaps her cheeks, to kind of like compose herself, and then she goes and she wiggles her fingers a little bit, and she makes a fist and she just wham right across the face to just make sure she's in the right state of mind when she completes this delivery.
Okay, so are you walking up to the mine, or
Yeah.
what are you doing with it?
Yeah. So, what's the plan?
I thought we were doing a delivery.
Yes, but we also need to get in the mine.
Do we not go in mine for delivery?
Well, I don't know. I think we have to go kind of deep in the mine. I think, Dimron, did you get the one the dream saying which direction to go?
What?
You're drunk. I'll leave us once we're in the mine to the actual owl bears.
Okay.
All right, let's make this delivery. Let's go.
And so she's gonna walk up to to whoever's at the front of the mine and go, "Yeah, hi. So my friends and I, we just came in with the caravan, and we were told to deliver some steam packs. Where do you need them?"
Let me grab the boss. And I'll be right back. It just kind of gives you a look. I mean, I know we were expecting him. I just didn't expect him from looks. He eyes you up and up. You, I guess. I'll be right back. So he kind of takes off and returns a few moments later, and Cedar recognizes the man as the one she bumped into
feathers.
last night.
Feathers.
He comes back and walks right over to Cedar because he recognized her and said, "You again, huh?"
Hello. Yes. We wanted to make our delivery of the steam packs.
Ah, so you came. So you actually did come with the caravan.
No, I said I came with the caravan. I just don't work for them. We're just helping. We're just traveling with them and doing a couple deliveries to help kind of pull our own weight.
Oh, man, I gotta get better at reading people. I for sure thought you were lying to me yesterday.
Oh, no.
All right. Wait. You're delivering the steam packs. Why'd you need the layout then?
Like I said, I wanted to teach her more about like mine infrastructure and cartography. She's like 12.
Cameron's just gonna kind of wobbly spin, kind of wobbly. I don't know words.
Wobble-lily. I
Spin
love that.
around and and uh and look at this person. I forget what race they are, but she's gonna say, look, I asked Cedar to go get the map because thinking about it, we don't need the map, but I figured, given that I can carry this on my own, figured I could take it wherever you need it to go. But I don't know where that is. So if I could see where it is, I can take it there.
Well, we're doing all right. And he sends someone away, and they come back with a book, and he actually it's a pretty large ledger from what it looks like, and he writes down a few things, and with like a flick of his wrist, he actually casts a small spell that imbues his signature on a page of paper, and he kind of rips away the top layer, and you see the exact copy of the page on left over as it was superimposed into like a receipt book almost. And he hands Cedar the receipt. This is your receipt for delivery. We can probably take them from here, but let me go ahead and test them first.
They're charged.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And he opens one up, and he grabs it, and he kind of looks it over, and okay, he's definitely handled one before. Out of his pocket, he pulls two small glass vials with screw bases on the bottoms. One has a orange flame in it, and the other one has what looks like a blue teardrop that kind of holds form and shakes around almost like it's floating in a vacuum. And he screws both in, and you hear shh as it kind of begins to charge. He presses the mouth of the steam pack right up against the cave wall, squeezes his hand, and you see this blast of fire and steam at full force push forward and take like 6 foot of just shearing against the cave wall as it rips away part of the open mouth material of the cave, and dust is everywhere and steam, and you can actually smell the vapor and feel the vapor in your lungs as this blast of steam and cuts away at a really large section of rock. And this is probably the first time you've actually seen one of these things in action. And it begins to kind of hiss down. Condensation drips off of the pack itself, just as kind of like cool air begins to hit it. And he takes it off and is like, okay. I mean, with...
How do they trap spells in it?
Ha! That is loud.
He just like wanders over and like starts looking at it, like, and it's like probably a little too close than what like should be.
It's like, you've never seen one of these before? You've been delivering them.
I kind of joined like late. They kind of picked me up along the way. That one said that kids shouldn't travel alone. So yeah. So I've never actually seen them. Like I've known that that's kind of something we're doing with these things, but I was just told, come along, and so I did.
Ah, nice. And he'll kind of like rub your head a little bit. He's getting nice because he's like, he kind of squats down a little bit. He's like, do you want to try it?
How do they trap the magic in there though?
That's just condensed magic. One is you have the fire one, and he points to the orange vial, and he's like, and you have the water one, and the machine puts it together to create steam. And the longer you hold it down, the more steam charges up in it, and then when you let go of the trigger, it blows out all that steam. Then you just need
this is
to put
cool.
receptacles.
And Kittis does want to try it.
Yeah, so you want to try, and he's not too concerned about it. He kind of gets behind you. He's taller than you and larger than you, and wraps his arms kind of around and slips it on your right arm. He's like, "Are you right-handed?"
Mm-hmm.
Ah, perfect. He's like, "All right, now." He's like, "What you want to do is you want to brace the shoulder." He's like, "But be careful, because these two parts get really hot." And he's like, now kind of talking to you like a little kid, and he's just like enamored with you. And he's like, "Only hold it for a second, or you're gonna go flying, okay? So you squeeze this hand part and let it go, and then make sure to only hold it for a second."
Okay. And she just goes kind of like this, just.
It does a small charge of, and like this puff of steam kind of comes out, and you actually feel it jar you back a little bit, even though you only kind of puffed it for a second.
That is so cool.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. He's like, "But I'm gonna go ahead and have to take it back now," and he kind of slips it off.
Okay.
He's like, "You guys go ahead and hold on to that receipt. I mean, I should be good to have my guys take these back in now if you wanted. I'm assuming I don't pay you. I don't know if you understand the job, but I don't pay you. You'll get your payment when you're done with the job, I'm sure. But that's the receipt from me, so don't lose it. If you need another copy, just send a messenger bird. I'm sure we can get you back. But thank you. We've actually been needing these."
Thank you, Mr. Kind Mining Man. And Kittis just kind of like hugs him.
He kind of like awkwardly gives you like a side hug, you know what I mean? Because now like all the guys, the burly dudes in the mine that have been mining this whole time, are starting to give him a weird look for like hanging out with like this small child in pink, clad pink.
And Kittis like skips back over to Dimbren and Cedar.
Did you have fun?
Roll a little bit of a perception check for me.
Who?
Kittis.
Okay.
Who?
Perception check. 22.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. So, while you were shooting this, you were still excited, but he kind of led you to the open mouth part of the cave where you could have shot this thing in a little bit. And you got a small glimpse in to the cave, just from what you were looking at there, and I'll snip it for you here.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna have Cedar kind of lean over to Dimron. Okay, so we've delivered it. How are we gonna get in?
And so, hearing that, Dimmer's gonna go, Are you sure you don't want me to take this inside? Really no trouble. It doesn't... Kind of feels nice to lift it.
It feels nice to lift it?
I mean, yeah, have you ever, like, had a nice workout and, like, you feel really, really good while you're working out?
Do you want to roll a deception?
No, she's being honest.
There is no metric for honesty in this game, is there? Just realized that. I guess performance could be honesty. You're trying to be
persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah, that's fair.
Am I still drunk?
You're sobering up. I'm not going to say you have disadvantage at this point because you kind of carried this heavy thing for a while. You're used to alcohol.
20 total. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Alright. Well, you guys really want in to the mine, huh? I'm kind of...
I'd love to look around. I work with metal myself. I I made this, and she kind of pulls out her one remaining hand axe, and then she puts it away, and she goes, and I made this, and she pulls out her great axe. She goes, and I would love to just get the metal from the source, get the material from the source, to work with.
Gotcha. Well, we do sell the material right from the mine. If you want to process it, we do hold the auctions as it comes out. You can buy it by the barrel, by the cart. But I'll tell you what, I get it. I mean, you guys are really interested in the business. Clearly, you probably come from some other areas, and well, I definitely don't mind you guys so much now. And he directly looks at Kittis, and he motions to like hold her hand. He's like, "All right, let's go take a look." And he'll kind of motion to take Kittis's hand, and
Kittis runs up and grabs it.
so it was just kind of he lets out a small crack of a smile.
Oh, it's so wholesome.
And he kind of leads you guys in to a beginning part of this cave, and I'll snip it, and then I'll kind of explain what you're seeing.
Don't want to betray this man.
Really yell, but I also know we gotta feed the out there. They're all teamed up, poor babies. Love the moral dilemmas. Love it.
The moral dilemmas, a little bit, not too bad though.
Not too bad. Yeah, no.
So he walks you in,
He just
and
missed.
it's actually as open as the mouth of this cave was. It actually narrows down pretty slim, to about 10 or 12 feet in width, and you can tell that they really kind of started following a vein. He's literally walking you on the minecart tracks, and as you're walking, someone comes by and is like pushing out the minecart. The rails are very pristine, and it doesn't look like this person, even on a minor grade, is having that much trouble pushing this out. You can see on the roof that metal kind of trailing, if you will, the slotting that was there. You don't, at first glance, wouldn't know what it was used for, but from your dream, you know what that metal slotting is for on the roof to kind of hold the chains and shackles. The main chamber on the left is kind of like an antechamber. It's full of water, and like part of the mine is flooded. And he's kind of explaining things. He's like, so we come down, and with the way this mine is built and the vein we had to follow, we built this chamber to the left to catch all the rainwater. So because we're underground, we can't have the water getting in. So we put up a couple of sandbags, and those sandbags channel the water into this little antechamber. And then every once in a while, we grab buckets and pump it out. Some of the miners use it to cool off every now and again. It's not don't drink it. It is kind of a little toxic from metal contaminants and things, but this is our little antechamber. And then he's like, and this next area is really exciting. And he kind of like smiles at Kittis as he's like explaining it to the child. Or who he thinks is a child, who's actually older than him. But you kind
She's
of
never seen a mug before, so like.
And he kind of walks you into this next chamber, and you see a really cool mechanism with a steam pack attached to it already. That every time they pull the charge, it lets go of a steam push, and it actually will rotate the minecart. It's kind of like a minecart directional spinner, where there's track laid there, and it'll actually spin the track with the cart on it. And you can tell that they've started building track to the north. There's a bunch of tables, piled up ore that's ready to load, and it kind of they can kind of send the carts lower. They're building tracks to the north. The main route of track that's already been built and established is to the south. And you can kind of see a lot of like internal mechanisms. A lot of the miners are on break here. They're sitting on boxes, eating. It is very well lit in here, and there are probably about 20 to 30 miners if you do a quick head count. And he's kind of walking you up and explaining the process of they bring all the ore up from the lower part of the caves here. It gets filtered and distributed, and then They push it up to the top, and they're going to be opening up and expanding more veins because they just found one. He's super excited about it. And he's like, we mostly deal with lead and silver. Half of it formed coal. And what's really interesting is in that coal vein, we've actually started to find diamonds. They're so pretty. Do you know what diamonds are? And he's kind of like shaking Kittis's hand a little bit.
They are like these very sparkly rocks.
Good job. Do you know what they look like when they're not sparkly? Like when you pull them right from the ground?
Mm-mm.
And he'll kind of pull out a rough, unpolished diamond from his pocket, probably about the size of a pinky nail. You know what I mean? So like a centimeter, a centimeter by a centimeter. He's like, they look like this, and they're really hard to polish. Would you like to keep this one?
Can I?
Yeah, it'll be our little secret. He'll give you a little wink. And he's like, well, this is honestly the operation, and he kind of explains how the mining works and stuff and the basics. He's like, I really can't let you go any deeper just because it's a bit dangerous, and really, I really don't want you guys getting hurt. Really.
Is it magic?
Is what magic?
The rails, they're shiny. Everything else is covered in dirt.
Yes, they actually are slightly magically imbued. The metal itself is actually forged from a special metal that we pull right out of the mountain here. That will actually reduce the weight. It's almost like an anti-gravity, and it reduces the weight of the carts on top of it, so they're a lot easier to push.
That's really smart. And I want to point up to the rail, the one that I know is attached to the chains and stuff. What are those, by the way?
Those are a special adaptation for our mine. When we have no rail track on the ground in some of the deeper parts of the mine, we use that slotting to load smaller buckets full of ore, so we can easily push it. So there's a little slot. The buckets are on a chain, and he's kind of stumbling over his words. And you put it on the rail, and you just push the buckets out to the top, and we can dump them up here or into a cart on the rail track somewhere. Because not all parts of the mine have rails yet. They're kind of expensive to make.
Oh, can I roll for insight?
Sure.
Well, you already know he's lying.
Yeah, no, I just want to know, like, okay, fine, yeah, I do know. But how do I know if I'm dreaming incorrectly or if he's lying? You know?
You think your character has anxiety?
Hi, it's me with feathers.
Yeah. Roll.
Never mind. No, I don't want to roll insight anymore. She changed my mind.
No. Okay, so
What?
you had a good. You're trying to validate if the fey creature was lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad idea. You can take it back if you want, but it's a good basis of you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
If she won't do it, then can I?
Sure.
Kittis is just more like playing with the rail tracks a little bit.
Hey, wait. Can both of us roll insight actually?
Yes, but
Because that sounds realistic. Like both of us would be trying to decide.
So yeah, I have my roll already for my deception.
All right.
And so you
I
guys
got a
can
9.
Give me just a sec to pull up my mods. That'll be skills. Insight.
You said the thing was still was charged by the same stuff for like the power packs, right? The same thing.
Nat 20, baby! And so then when you add my stuff, that means 23. Sorry, I got excited.
No problem.
Dimron, you're unsure if he's lying or not. I mean, you know what you saw in your dream and what they were being used for in the dream, but you're not sure if he's lying. You can tell he was being a little bit dicey with his words, but maybe not outright lying.
Dicey.
You like that?
Yes, I can't help it. I love puns.
Cedar knows he's full of shit. Like, without fail, you are very confident that you know their use, and you kind of saw between the lines that he was dancing around it because he didn't want to lie in front of Kittis. because he kind of
Lad
you know what I
child.
mean. That's why
Mhm.
you know what I mean. Morally, he's fine being with adults and yelling at adults and being in charge. Like he's a very stern, angry person, but he's kind of melting right now in front of Kid, and that so
Aw,
he didn't want to
so
like lie in front of her. But you are more sure than ever than that your dream was was true in your mind.
okay.
But the little thing, is this charged by like the spinning thing? Is it charged by the same thing that the packs are charged with?
You actually see a power pack attached to it directly. So
Okay.
the pack itself has arms that'll grab onto like a receiving hole, if you will.
Hmm.
So the mouths of each item kind of connect. So they're building um, trains and basically carts, and they're building other things to universally accept this sized steam pack. So the steam pack
Hmm.
grabs onto the receiving end and then pushes the steam in to spin or do whatever mechanism they're trying to do. And so you see a steam pack directly attached, and whenever they need to rotate it, they will just pull the trigger for a moment, charge it, and let it go, and the
Hmm.
mechanism will start to work from the steam power from the pack.
Um, can I tell? Can I still try? Can I try to figure out what they are made of? Like what the steam packs? So she's been trying to figure out what these things are, like how the magic is trapped.
Um, hmm. You can roll, yeah. I guess you can roll. I don't want to. Roll an investigation. So you're kind of looking at the steam pack as a whole. Now that it has the charges,
Hmm.
go ahead and roll an investigation on it.
Uh, 21.
Okay, so from what you can tell here, they are magical items. The charges themselves do contain magic. It seems kind of like base elemental magic when you're looking at it. Um, you can't tell where it's from, which is what calls to you the most. Um, so you understand fire and how it works. It
Hmm.
seems like trapped fire. The water itself seems like trapped water. Um, what you are more concerned with when you're looking at it is that you're unfamiliar with how or why it functions this way, right? So you've seen people trap souls, you've seen people trap elements before, but
Hmm.
never to the point where it wouldn't expend it right away. So it's like the fire element itself is trapped, not a volume of fire. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And so kind of kid is like she doesn't really like she like keeps like debating whether or not she wants to poke it, like touch it.
One of the charges, you want to poke it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she wants to like hold like pick it up or hold it or touch it. Like she's trying to decide whether or not to.
And he kind of sees you looking, and he's like, just be careful with it. They are glass. But
Okay.
yeah, feel free to poke and prod. I mean, you could take it off if you want. Or he's like, oh well, actually, rather here, and he'll pull one of the fire ones out of his pocket.
Hmm.
He's like, if you're interested, this is what you're interested in.
Hmm.
Now,
It has magic in it.
yeah, don't break it. They're really expensive and hard to get right now, but you can take a look at it if you want. And he'll hand you one of the fire ones. And it's in the fire. It mixes inside there with the water, and it gets really, really hot, and then holds the steam, and then blows out the steam. But yeah, so they have the little fire magic in the glass.
How does it not burn out? Like how did like it doesn't make sense.
Um, well, I, I do know, and he's like trying really hard to like think about it, and then he pulls out like a little handbook, and he's like flipping through it. Um, the king's royal court are the only ones that know how to make the charges for the steam packs. So the king's royal court and mages make the steam packs, and they're distributed from the capital all around the country. And he's like literally just reading this little handbook to you that he probably got from somebody. And he's like, and that's how it works.
Can Cedar and Dimron hear that?
Yeah,
I assume they can.
yeah.
I just wanted to double check.
He wouldn't be letting you venture off too far from him. So
Okay.
you're all really in earshot. He's not talking to you, but you can hear it.
Could I become a part of the royal peoples that make these?
Yeah, when you grow up and if you do learn lots of magic, you can definitely become. Sorry, getting rid of copyrighted music. You can definitely become a royal.
Please, no.
You grow up big and strong and smart, and I'm sure you can do anything you want.
You're really nice.
Aw, thank you. You tell that to my wife. She hates me.
You see Cedar's eyes in the background go wide, like, oh, how the heck do we respond to that one?
Well, she's wrong.
Aw. Well, if you ever need someone to adopt you, you come and find me. I'm sure she'll love you just as much as I do, and he'll like ruffle your hair and like clean the dirt off the bottom of your dress that you've kind of accumulated from walking in a dirty mine, you know.
Cedar makes a very small, quiet clicking noise.
He's like, all right, well that concludes the tour. I should really walk you guys back up to the top so I can get started. And he'll motion for you to hand back the charge.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you. And he'll put it back in his pocket, and he'll kind of motion you guys out, like with one hand, to kind of take lead on the way out, and he'll walk you out.
I cast suggestion.
On him?
Yes! Oh, I hate myself! Yes.
Alright.
My palms are sweating.
Suggestion. Target 30 feet, creature you can see within range. Yep. Let's see here. Concentration up to 8 hours. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand. Creatures suggestion manner, the common course of action, reasonable. Target must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed slate. Gotcha. All right. What am I rolling against?
Wait, I'm trying to find where I have suggestion on here because it
should be DC 14.
I think you're right. My D&D Beyond is not working for me again, so I can't see your sheets at the moment.
Okay, for some reason it doesn't have suggestion in there, but I did add it, so I'm just gonna look it up if that's okay.
But it's based off of your personal skill thing.
Right, like I can add.
Okay.
Like I think. Wait, so what am I rolling again?
You're not rolling anything.
No, you just.
Oh, I'm not rolling
You
it.
have to add it.
Oh,
what I was rolling
my-
against, that's all.
R.
Yeah, it's 14. I just checked.
Perfect.
14.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Oh dear, that's not good.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, actually, what is your command, my liege?
Holy cow! Okay.
Up to 2 sentences. One, you can only make him do one thing though.
So, like, we're allowed to, on the mine, take us down there?
Show me what's really attached to that rail. And secretly, dear.
That would technically be 2.
That'd technically be 2. Okay, then forget the last sentence.
Unless you specified it. Secretly show me what.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Secretly show us what's actually attached to those rails, friend. Sweetest little smile on her beak.
And in a very monotone, he responds, "Sure. Follow me." And he begins walking.
Cadis still holds on to, like, would it wreck the spell at all if she continued holding on to his hand?
Nope.
Okay, so she continues holding on to his hand like we were doing.
What the only thing that's going to break the spell if something actively interferes with Cedar, because it's a concentration spell.
It is concentration.
So.
And then or if we damage him.
Mhm. So you begin walking down the mine, and I will cut out some more pictures. For the most part, you get a lot of weird looks.
My hand's shaking.
But no one really pays too much mind because it's literally the foreman, right? These are all people in his employment. Like their livelihood is really up to him. And he takes you to the immediate right, the first right that you make out of the cave, or as you entered the cave. He's following a set of trails back, or a set of rails all the way to the back of this mine, and I'm getting the picture. So he immediately takes you to the right, and it goes, and you're following this set here, and as you kind of get closer to where the rails end, you notice that there really aren't people digging here, but you can very clearly hear the digging from later on, or digging deeper into the cave. It sounds more like scratching than the metal axes and pickaxes that the miners themselves were using. And as you walk into the room, there are a bunch of kind of blue stones or blue emeralds, much like the one that is on Dimran's ring that he just purchased from the shady jewelry dealer. But as you follow the trails back, and you can kind of see all of the metal railings at the top will go into a central hub, and each one will kind of branch off to different areas. And as you are standing there, he's just standing there completely silent. An owl bear walks up, holding a bucket of the blue gems. It pays you no mind. It walks by. The shackles are on both hands, both feet, around the neck. Solid metal, very thick metal, very heavy. You can tell it's taxing the owlbear just standing with these things on as it tiredly dumps the materials into a cart and begins walking back. And as it disappears from view, you start to hear the slashing and clashing of what sounds like claws now that you're closer to it, scratching the walls, digging for these blue gems.
So, this central hub, is it like you break this, all the chains go limp, and the owlbears can run free?
You would have to break it, and then they would have to slide off, and then they'd be dragging the chains.
Okay.
So the chains and shackles and stuff will still be on them. They're attached to the owlbears.
Right, but they wouldn't be attached to the mine anymore, and they could run out of the mine if they so chose.
If they so choose, yeah.
Okay.
Kid is like trying to figure out what the blue gems are.
So am I able to do anything, or do I have to stand there and like keep this dude
docile?
Well, he will be aware of this, that what he just did.
Oh boy!
No, actually, well, he'll be aware of what he did, but he won't be aware that he was charmed.
Exactly. So he will know that he just walked you into a part of the mine that he probably shouldn't have. And you're also standing at the bottom of the mine with him in an area that is clearly blocked off from most people.
Dimran's going to just... She's gonna kind of, her eyes are gonna start flickering that purple color that everyone saw the other day. And then she's gonna give a sharp exhale, and her eyes are gonna fade back to normal. And she's gonna walk up to whoever was holding the charged steam pack and just rip it from their hands.
There is no steam pack here. He
Well,
had
wasn't
the
someone-
charges. The steam
He had
pack was
the charges.
attached to the mechanism. He did have
Okay.
charges in his pocket though.
Well then, yeah. Well then, she's gonna just forcefully reach into his pocket and grab out a fistful of charges.
Two fires, two water charges come out. And they're in
And
your hand.
and she's gonna. Is she?
Can I-
She's
can Kidis
lugging
grab-
around the big thing of steam packs, right?
Before you do anything, can Kiddis look at the rocks?
Don't
Sure.
don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
This is-
absolve
I
it with
want
you. Don't
rocks.
worry.
Okay.
So Kiddis kind of walks away. He gave you the receipt, and you guys kind of left it there as he escorted you in, because
Okay,
he was
so are
giving you
there-
guys a tour.
Are there any empty steam packs around, or no?
Not that the owl bears were using. No. Some of the humans had them, but they were a little bit deeper back in.
Okay, but so there are no empty steam packs around, or any fully charged, just no steam packs at all.
No, just the charges that he had.
All right. Well then, Dimran's gonna go. She's gonna shove those 4 charges in her backpack, and just go. All right, fuck this, new plan. And grab out her great axe, walk up to one of the owlbear chains.
Can I look at the rocks before you make
Don't
noise?
worry. Don't. We'll absolve.
I think Doko already has that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. Well.
And
Yeah, it's fine.
and she's just gonna go and about halfway up the chain, so it doesn't, so this will hopefully not hit or hurt the owlbear. She's gonna just swing at the chain and try and break it in 2.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and just roll your attack roll.
And this is because she's really pissed off. This is reckless.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Okay, so it definitely hits and connects. Go ahead and just roll a general damage for me.
10.
10. Yeah. So you kind of notice that they all kind of come together in a single chain near the top of the, where they kind of starts to connect, and you swing and you hit, and the chain actually breaks. It breaks enough that if you were to pull the chain, it would come loose from the other part of the chain. The owlbear would still have the chains on and the shackles on, and they would be gathered to one side. But if he decided to pull it, you would be able to like separate it the rest of the way, because it's like a chain link, and you just kind of snapped one of the chain links, but it's still kind of held on in like an open position. But the owlbear actually pays it no mind. It kind of looks at you, almost defeated, and continues to dig some of these blue gems and load them into the bucket. And as you're doing this, Kiddis is over there looking at the blue stone. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to figure out what it is, like what they are, and like kind of like just trying to get an idea of why they're doing this.
Okay, roll an Arcana check for me.
18. Ooh.
That's a good roll. So looking at it, you know right away kind of what it is. This is a high-end magical stone. And it's not so much, it's kind of like, you know how in alchemy you have like an alchemical base?
Mm-hmm.
With these rocks, it's almost like the alchemical base for making magical items. So anything that would have a stored spell in it, or a charge spell, like a wand, would probably have a gem at the base that held the charges. This is the kind of blank slate that people would use to kind of cut and polish into magical items to help give them properties, right? So you would charge these stones with a property and then place them inside, and it would kind of imbue the item that you had with a magical spell or magical item. And it makes sense for Dimran's ring, because you kind of remember seeing it. It had one of these blue gemstones on top. It had a property and it had an effect. So someone gave it that effect, cut the stone, and put it on the ring. And you kind of get the idea that these large crystals would probably be worth thousands um, of gold, just in and of themselves.
Is there any small one that you can pocket?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The owlbears seem to be loading up the largest ones because it's the easiest to fill the buckets with.
Mhm.
I mean, you could take probably one that's, I mean, hand size, finger size. I mean, there's probably, you could probably get a small gemstone size, kind of like the size of a ring. You could do a pendant size, or if you wanted like a baseball size, you can. They're pretty all over the place here.
So Kittis picks up a couple of the smaller ones, like, and just kind of pockets them.
Sure.
Um, I want to walk up to one of the owl bears, but as I'm doing that, I say, Kittis, grab some of those for all of us, and Dimrin, make sure he doesn't get out. And I want to go up to the bear, owl bear, pull out one of the cooked rats, and I also want to get my lockpick tools ready because I want to see if I can unlock the shackles.
So he sits, and
The bear or the guy?
the bear.
Okay.
Just the bear will sit, um, and it will begin eating the food. And believe it or not, it will speak to you commonly, and it will say thank you, and in a deep, kind of somber voice, it thanks you for the food. It kind of sits on its butt with its feet out in front of it, kind of like a bear sitting would.
Oh.
And he begins to kind of eat the skewer.
Oh my gosh, you speak common. I wasn't ready for that. Hi.
I do when I need to.
Kittis like wanders over after she collects the stones. Can I pet you?
We're here to help.
Probably enjoy eating your fingers a little bit more than this skewer. And he kind of shoots you a look.
Sorry.
Cedar actually does laugh at that comment.
He looks at, and is this the same one that has the broken chain link?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay, so you guys are connected to the same one. Just making sure. And the owlbear begins to kind of chuckle to himself. Philo, my old friend.
Wait, what?
Wouldn't think to see you here. And he's not looking at your eyes or face. He's looking at your shoulder.
Did Colonel crawl up on my shoulder?
He's been there the whole time. He
Oh.
hasn't moved. Yeah, he crawled up on you. Oh, right, he was in your satchel. Sorry.
Yeah, he was in my satchel.
Retcon, he's looking at your satchel. Your open satchel.
Oh. Oh, Colonel, buddy, do you want to pop up here?
I'm not sure you like the name Colonel. I kind of dissed Dimrin after that.
Oh, what's your actual name, buddy?
So he doesn't speak to you, but he becomes visible and looks up at you and then looks at the owlbear.
Hello.
You are a strange creature. And he's talking to you now.
Me? Yeah, I kind of get that a lot. How do I get you all out of here? How many are there? I want to help.
There are 3 of us here. But unfortunately, there is probably no helping us. If we were to escape, I'm sure that we would be cut down by the miners, the foremans. They have these powerful tools that, well, will bring fear into the mightiest of warriors.
You mean the charge packs? The steam packs?
Yeah. And honestly, months ago, when I first got here, I would have probably reveled in the opportunity to cut down as many of these people as I could. But unfortunately, I think at this point, I'm just waiting for death.
No, you can't do that. There's always a way out. And I was sent here to help. Me and my friend here, this is Kittis, and our friend Dimron's back there. We were sent down here to get you out. So, gonna try my hardest to do that, okay?
The fairy lady fixed my dress.
And that.
And you want to free me, but what is your plan? You cut me loose here in what I'm assuming to be daylight, and we run out of here? Foreman standing there looking at us, somewhat confusedly, I might add, which is impressive enough as it is.
I may have put a spell on him.
Well, maybe I
Be a
can
little-
help a little more for you. And he'll look at the little koala bear creature, and he'll motion it. And it slowly floats over to the foreman, touches his eyes, and the foreman collapses.
Oh, gosh.
And you
Is he
hear
dead?
snoring.
Oh. Oh, thank goodness.
He begins to smile.
Oh.
Is he sleeping nice?
I think so. He looks happy.
You also notice the koala sitting on the back of his head. And a blue ethereal essence is being almost flowing off of the back of the foreman's head. And Philo is sitting there eating it.
A dream eater.
What on earth? Huh.
And the owlbear just kind of... I did you a favor. I understand you want to save me. But it's probably better that you get out of here and save yourselves.
No can do. We're already in this far.
Well, why don't we come back? Is there a place that you guys go at night and we can bust you out then? Humans can't see very well at night.
They really can't.
Quite
Quite pitiful, actually.
There is. They put us deeper into a smaller chamber at the end of the night. It's kind of where we go. It's usually a pretty quiet room, but you have to be extremely quiet there because we would not be the only creatures that inhabit that place.
Hey, what are the other creatures?
I have never seen them, only heard them.
Okay, that's...
So either we bust them out midday and get our names completely thrown to
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, that's a big bug. It's a big bug. Holy frick. Sorry. A bunch of ran up to us. Between me and the door. Can you get a chair or something?
You better tell me that.
Brief intermission while they deal with insects.
Sorry.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Sorry, it's got so many legs and it ran up really fast.
Did she come back with the shoe?
Yes, she's coming back with the shoe. Die! Is it dead? No. I just wish you should check. It's dead. Okay, it's dead. I like bugs. I couldn't tell. All right. Sorry about that. That was gross. Okay.
Both my legs are going up on the chair.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
We're back. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome back. No, you're good. It's quality entertainment there. I'm glad you got it. I now know what your next enemy is going to be.
No.
Does Dimron hear that little conversation?
Well, it was the same owlbear, so Dimron would definitely have heard everything as well. Yeah.
Okay. So Dimron's just gonna look back and go, I vote we come back at night. I'd rather not have my name dragged through the mud.
I agree.
Poor man, dude. He was so nice to us.
He was. I feel really bad, guys.
I mean, he is the one that trapped them.
True. Now I feel less bad. Okay. We'll come back for you all later, okay? Just be ready.
Will you guys actually come out with us? Because this would be a waste of time if we come down and come back and somehow manage to survive whatever the thing is, and then you guys just say no.
That's a good point.
If you have a plan.
Okay. Oh, here, and I give the same owlbear one of the squirrels, one of the roasted squirrels. Where are your other two friends? I'd like to go and at least give them this much.
And just as soon as you ask that, almost the other two come kind of shambling in. They put down their buckets and they kind of sit next to the other bear. The other two are considerably smaller.
Oh.
And do you hand them the food?
Yes. I hand them each a roasted rat and a roasted squirrel.
Perfect. And so they begin to eat. And this time, in your mind alone, you hear the thank you in common.
Oh, wait, should we fix the chain thing so then people don't know what we did down here?
Maybe we can make it.
Vote is no. Chains break all the time.
True. Oh, apparently, sorry. One of the comments said it's a little hard to hear you, Doku.
Okay, thank you. I'll turn myself up. There we go. Got a little bit louder, so hopefully that'll balance it out. Thank you, commenter.
Thanks, Abby.
Abby, is that a little bit better?
Yeah, I think so. Abby, what do you think? Sounds better over here.
That's good. Yeah, my phone died. That was monitoring the stream, and I forgot to plug it in. So I have no idea who's what and who's saying what. So perfect. Thank you. Rather large one. Nice. I want to know what it is. The bug.
Yeah. It looked like just one of those big, like, silverfish type things.
Gotcha. Well,
but it was really moving fast, which is part of the reason why we had such a reaction.
It was moving at the speed of, like, whichever the fast one in Five Nights at Freddy's is.
Foxy. That's Foxy. Swear, that guy.
Well, it's definitely much appreciated, Abby. As you can probably tell, we're very new at this. This is actually our only second stream, so I appreciate your time and hanging out. And I appreciate the feedback, because we're trying to make it as good as we can, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's much appreciated. But, yes, thank you again for joining us in feedback. So, but cool. So am I. Nice.
But in any case, though, okay, now we just gotta figure out how to get him out.
Yeah.
You probably don't need to worry about him.
Okay, so just, like, leave him here? Or should we leave him here? Or?
Well, I don't know how much he'll remember you. So, it's probably easier to not be seen by him again.
Got it.
And,
okay.
Take Philo with you. He's probably quite full. And
Philo.
as you kind of glance over at the the little koala bear, he is now sleeping on top of the head of the foreman, who is also still sleeping. But he's probably about a third bigger.
Oh. And Cedar kind of goes over and, like, scoops up Philo. Aw, you're like a tick. Ready to pop.
And people questioned my whale comment.
He just swelled up like about a third of his size. Look at him. And I put him back in the satchel. And then I kind of like put the lid over the satchel, just like barely, like mostly covering Philo.
Right. It's covering him, but like there's a lot of purple fluff just kind of sticking out now.
I kind of like arrange my cloak so that it's like covering the satchel as much as it can.
You do realize he can turn invisible, right?
Yeah, but he's asleep. I don't know if he does it in his sleep. I just don't want to be wrong.
He's still visible. Very much so. Okay.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
So what is your plan now?
Well, the plan was to come back at night. My Candace's main question is how are we getting out of here without getting yelled at? Because people saw us walking with the foreman, and I don't want to walk out.
Well, he did motion for us to like lead the way out. So maybe they'll just assume he had to take care of something on the inside.
That is true. So we just walk like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've often found if you walk in a room with confidence, people don't question you.
That is true.
Even if you are not supposed to be there. Cedar starts walking.
I really want to check out those charges after we get back to the room.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You got the blue stones, right, kiddo?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We can like split it among party because those things are expensive.
So your plan, okay, just to confirm, because it'll be based on how we roll. You're just gonna walk out like you're supposed to be there.
We're gonna walk out very nonchalantly. Yes.
Okay.
That's our current plan.
That is our current plan.
2 out of 3 agreements.
Got a better one.
Dimron?
Dimron's gonna walk out very nonchalantly, but there's gonna be a bit of a briskness to her walk because I have a plan just in case this doesn't work out.
Roll a group performance check. So
Oh,
you each roll,
mercy.
and you have to beat a number.
You said performance?
Yep, performance.
Okay. Dirty 20.
15.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. So you briskly walk out, having stolen stones, with purple fluff hanging out of your satchel, and 2 shining charges in someone's pocket. So basically, you just robbed this place blind, knocked a man out, and now we're evacuating as fast as you possibly can. So yes, you begin to get out as soon as possible. You walk briskly. You make it to the mouth of the cave, and no one stops you, surprisingly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I can't believe that word. I'm saying this as me, not as Guinness. Because Guinness like fully just blindly accepted this plan.
I'm not gonna lie, that dirty 20 saved you.
Yes. Should we head back to the inn? I think we should head back to the inn.
Sounds good.
We head back to the inn
Do
for
we still
now.
have the receipt?
Dimron
Oh.
pulls it out of her pocket.
Okay, we're good then.
And so when those two head back to the inn, Dimron's just gonna go, yeah, speaking of the receipt, I'm gonna go hand this into the caravan. Meet y'all at the inn.
Okay, yeah. See you there.
And
Oh.
Dimron will head off to the caravan.
All right. At this
Well, I
time,
guess, actually, first things first. We get out of the cave. Is it roughly the time of day that it should be?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
It's later in the afternoon. It's probably, I mean, it's not sunset, but you can tell it's kind of getting there. The sky is turning a little bit more orange. It's getting a little bit lighter out. You hear some night birds starting to caw, but as of right now, it's still daylight, late afternoon, same day, from what you can tell.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
So then, yeah, Dimron heads off to the caravan.
Okay. You see the caravan master, not in the same spot. He's kind of pacing around camp doing inventories. It looks like there are some carts that have freshly returned and are being unloaded, and he's just kind of supervising.
Everyone's gonna walk up, give a stiff salute, and just hand over the receipt and go, the receipt from the most recent delivery, sir.
You want me to put it with my ledgers? Is that what you're asking?
Just what do you normally do with the receipts to prove that you actually made the delivery?
Yeah, I keep them in my ledgers. So when I mean, I can turn them in for you when we get back. I can keep an eye on them. Yeah, that's no problem.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, we usually check in with the magistrates and normal wheelings and dealings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, as long as you trust me not to turn it in for you, I guess it's fine with me. I can hold on to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem at all. Um, our first group made it back sooner than expected, so we'll probably be leaving in a day and a half than the set out at night like we originally planned, just so you're aware and you're in your group.
Understood.
Okay, I will keep an eye on your receipts. That will be with my. I'll make a copy, put one with my bookie, and I'll keep mine in my ledger here. And he'll slip it kind of loosely into like a little folding notebook that he has. And anything else you guys need?
Not at the moment, but we are still just exploring the town. So if we're not back in time, I promise we're not skipping out on the job. Probably just got distracted, overworked, whatever have you.
Well, you guys are concerned a lot with being late back, which I understand because the one forest night. But either way, uh, we'll carry the goods as far as the port, but we won't load them. So if you don't make it with us, the port town is about a day and a half walking um, to the north, and I'll leave them at the docks with the dock keepers. If for some reason you don't make it, because that seems to be your guys' concern. And he's just kind of confused.
I love how we're all like, shoot, we don't know when we're gonna show up, and this is dude's like, how do you not know?
It's like no context or explanation. You guys are like, we're gonna be
Well, no,
late.
we tried explaining, he didn't believe us.
Yeah, it's like in his mind, he's like, what the fuck else are you guys doing? Like, but no, he seems pretty chill about it. Like, I mean, you guys have traveled, and he doesn't seem upset with you. But he does seem a little bit distracted with the onboarding of the goods and stuff like that. So.
And so Dimron will walk off back to the tavern to meet the others.
Cool. And as long as they didn't skip off,
Go on break
you guys
for
are there.
a couple minutes.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say because my phone officially died, and I'm dark right now as far as like seeing the stream and stuff. So I was gonna say yeah, we can probably take just a few moments if you guys wanted to, and we'll take a brief intermission, take our pee breaks, water breaks, stuff like that, and we'll come back. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay. So I should be able to switch over to break time here. Everybody watching, thank you guys so much. I'm going to set a quick 10-minute timer, and we will be back with you guys shortly. Yeah.
We're gonna save some owlbears.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hypothetically.
I believe in us.
I
Sort of.
no. I still can't believe we walked out.
I can't believe that either.
That was a really high metric for 3 people, and you guys made it through. And I was like, all right, dice don't lie. But,
we just smashed everything and then went, what?
right?
Okay, bye.
Literally robbed the man blind.
Yep.
Left.
What? Oh gosh.
I do feel bad.
I don't.
Because
I feel semi-bad.
Kenneth does not feel bad. Because Kenneth was like, well, that was fun. Bye. But I personally feel bad because that dude was so nice to this kid.
Mm-hmm. No, as a player, I don't feel a thing. As a character, it hurts.
So we have the exact opposite problem.
Yep.
Sophie and Cedar both feel equally.
I can't wait for you guys. It's so fun, the mechanic behind Mr. Philo.
I
So-
love Philo. I would die for Philo.
I think Philo hates me.
Well,
I love Philo.
you guys understand he's sentient, so you're good.
Philo is baby.
Yes.
Anyway, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I think that's
Yep.
funny that he was reaching for Easier. Why am I on the mom again?
Right. Love how he's fully capable of walking. Nope. He could even float. Nope.
He's like, no, cuddle time.
Cuddle
Now.
time. He knows he likes what he likes. All right.
Aw.
But all right, we'll call it 55 then. We'll take a 10.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Thank you guys also for watching. We will be back in 10. Okay, and we are working on coming back now. I think I lost everybody though.
Good
Yo.
greetings.
Greetings, hello. There we
Yep.
are.
You are quiet again.
I'm quiet again?
Mhm.
How is
I
now?
was scrolling on Tumblr and found pretty fan art.
Yay. Oh, speaking of fan art, did you ever get any updates from your friend? For the...
I'm kind of waiting to ask her about it until after finals are over.
That is fair.
I don't want to bug her about it when we're in the middle of finals.
Makes sense. I can't wait to see what they come up with, though, so it should be pretty cool.
I can't wait either. I really hope we made a good grade on our commercial.
I really hope you did too, because it was awesome. I watched it. It was really good.
We worked so hard on it, and like I'm just waiting for that grade. Like, come on, give me the grade. Give me the grade. Give me a grade by the Balgeetles. Give me a grade. Anyway.
Yeah, you'll have to show me what you did. You said you made a commercial?
Hold up. I can actually probably find it. And send it in the group chat.
Yeah, for sure. Shoot it over. I realized so I had the break time going, and I completely downloaded Tara's YouTube videos and put them on a playlist. OBS did not even load them. For some reason, I couldn't get them switched over. The audio was still playing the game audio and not her audio, and I felt super sad.
Oh.
But it's all good though. Oh, we lost our 2 viewers. They're like, fuck breaks. No, it's all good though.
I think they'll end up coming back. It's kind of been going between 2 and 5.
Yeah, so not bad. Not as many, but they're definitely hanging out for longer, which is kind of nice. So I appreciate everybody that's here, because I think I still see a couple of viewers. So either way, we'll go ahead and get started again. So you guys are got your receipts, took care of all your stuff. You have a sleeping koala in one hand, a bunch of stolen rocks in the other. No.
He just likes shiny things, okay?
Oh, you have expensive taste. That's all I'm saying.
He does. He very much does.
The bougiest of necromancers.
Do you know she stole the first time you guys met, she was being tortured, and the first thing she did when she got out was steal expensive soaps.
Valid.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, a bathroom? Mine now. And this is mine. This is mine.
This is mine.
It's like the hotel bathroom. Shampoo, conditioner, shower cap, body wash.
You have officially stolen and taken more things than our rogue. Good job.
Ooh.
The thing is, though, no one's told her stop. If someone told her stop, she would like think before she takes. But like her brain is, I see mine now.
Yeah, no one ever tell her to stop. This is so entertaining.
Oh my goodness.
Especially when your soul goes to Shadowfell and faces judgment.
Yes. She's not getting out of Shadowfell ever.
No. The funny thing is, if I was representing you as a lawyer in Shadowfell, not that they exist, but I would be like, is it really a crime if she was ignorant to the morality of the issue?
Your Honor, I can confidently say in this case she did not know better. Most of the time, if I say that, I'm not really telling the truth. But this time, holy cow.
Your Honor, my client's an idiot.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I was just joking. I said,
No.
I said, Your Honor, my client is an idiot.
She's a very smart idiot, but she's still an idiot.
A dumb, smart person.
She's a dumb, smart person. The thing is, like, Haka would not have thought, oh, I should tell this kid, don't take stuff that's not yours. And grandfather would definitely not have cared.
No, not at all. Your grandfather would probably be like, steal it. It's more for the tribe.
Yeah.
I hate grandfather.
Oh.
But all right, so you
I'm
guys
gonna
make your way
find her.
back to the inn for now. Everybody's
Yes.
chilling. What do? What's the plan?
What do?
Candace is going to continue to study, pull out the rocks and kind of start studying on
Oh, hey, Kiddis, do you mind if we divide those up for the group? I want to give Akarin and Gail their share real quick.
Sure.
I'm legit just gonna toss it. All right. And so I kind of divide it up so that it's like between the 5 of us, I'd say,
Candace takes her own rock.
and give Kiddis a little bit more since she's. Cedar gives some from her stash.
All right.
How much of these did I steal? Because Candace was not paying attention. She was just like, pick up rock, pick up rock.
Why don't you roll a d10 and let's see how many you got away with.
Cedar's having a moment with these owlberries. Kiddis in the back.
Is this the D10? Is this the D10?
I can't see it. Your hand is completely blocking it. Sorry. Yeah, that's a D10.
Okay. It says 2.
Okay. So about 2 pounds of small will probably be. I mean, 2 pounds is a substantial amount, but you have to cut it down and shape it and stuff like that. So 2 pounds will go a decent way. I'll probably say probably 9 stones in total of varying sizes, with a net weight of 2 pounds.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Okay. Because the metric of sale would probably be by weight or gram. So that's why.
We most definitely could not sell these here.
Oh, no. Heavens, no.
No, please go ahead. Yeah.
No.
Take them to the shady market, please. I insist.
The shady market still is a drug ring. And
A drug ring.
But yes, all right. So we got about 2 pounds. I'll put it in the chat, and we'll retcon who has what in a little bit.
Got it. So I want to go and knock on Akarin's door real quick. I got something for you. Hello.
She answers.
Shy.
It looks like you just woke her up. Her hair's all messed up. Her got a toothbrush hanging out of her mouth. Like,
Hey, Akarin. Here's a gift. Keep resting up, and I just put it in her hand, and then I
don't tell anyone.
Keep that on the down low. Sleep well, sweet dreams, and then I kind of shut the door.
she'll put it in her pocket and then turn around as the door is closing.
And then I go to Gail's room. Knock knock, you still praying?
He doesn't answer, but
No.
he's still praying, yeah.
Okay.
He's
You
tranced in it
later.
almost.
I just open the door and I kind of roll it towards him. There's a present. You can look at it when you're done praying. Bye. And I shut the door and then I go back.
He straight up gets arrested because he doesn't know he's not supposed to have it.
Oh. And if anyone asks, you don't have it. Bye. And she goes back to her own room. Okay, I gave it to the others.
What are those? I really want to know what those charges are made of. Because I know the guy obviously had no clue what they were made of. I love him. He did not know.
Yeah, he definitely didn't know what those were. I'm gonna get one of those manuals first of all, but I was
I
wondering.
stole it off his body. It was right there.
I didn't want to mess any more with that. I mean, I already cast suggestion on the guy. I'm not. Yeah, I don't use it a ton. Mostly when it's absolutely necessary.
Good spell though.
Useful.
Yeah, he rolled an 11 on that roll, so
Oh,
you didn't beat him. You beat him, but close margin.
R.I.P.
But in any case, though, I really can we figure out what they're made of? We have the alchemist pack thing.
We do. Dimron has the charges. Let's go find Dimron and.
Wait, didn't you just come back?
Yeah.
So.
Wait, does Dimron have her own room, or is Dimron in the room with us?
Dimon probably just got back from the caravan.
Okay.
So we go find Dimran then?
And then we can test it with some of the alchemy stuff. And then I'm wondering if we can even cut one open.
I wonder if the innkeeper can hear all the way up here.
Oh my gosh, that's a good point.
Because like he could hear me when I was whispering, and it's really funny his ears kept twitching.
Oh.
Oh, I wonder if he understands Infernal.
You know Infernal?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I know Infernal.
Yeah. And so I like start saying talking in Infernal. Learn it.
An old friend.
Okay. I learned it because grandfather forced me.
Oh.
But anyway, let's go find Dimran. Oh, I should switch back to common.
Yes.
I'm very sad as a DM that
Huh?
Kittis was not a bard or a thief.
Why?
Because player you, I've never thought you picked up on that. So you were like, I wonder if he can hear me from downstairs. And I'm sorry, I don't usually break as a DM, but that was the cleanest, most shady thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I love it. Because you're not wrong to think that, and I appreciate it.
I actually have a rogue character. So.
Note to self, kill you, let you roll
No!
rogue.
No!
Got it.
Please
I did
don't.
not playing as Sage yet.
Please don't.
Played with her. I just played her last campaign I was in.
I kid. Don't worry.
She's a very sweet character, though.
But yeah, I think we walk down to see if we can find Dimran.
Where's Dimran?
Well, so on the walk back from the caravan, Dameron's trying to think back to herself. Was there any identifying mark that said, like, on the foreman that said, like, hey, I'm the foreman?
No, he was well dressed.
Okay.
He
so
was.
There wasn't, like, any kind of badge or.
He was more recognized. Body language wise suggests that like when he was walking by, people kind of looked away because they didn't want to be like reprimanded or told to work harder. He either was foreman or he was really high up, one of the two. There was no identifying thing that's like, hi, I'm a mining foreman, though. I think his face is just more recognized than anything else.
Gotcha. Then, Dimran just, I guess as they're walking out of the tavern, she's probably walking by the mine, not towards it, but just by it. Just kind of making a lap around town as she thinks.
Everything seems quiet up front. Quieter than normal because it seems like no one's really selling anything right now. The auctioneers are kind of waiting, talking amongst themselves, but no material has come out of the mine, which is weird because they were going back to back pretty quickly, and people were buying it up, within a couple minutes of each other. But that's the only thing that really stands out. For the most part, people are still toiling away. As the sun sets, though, a lot of the forges go cold. The craftsmen, the furriers, things like that start to kind of pack up. A lot of them will be loading up into small push carts and actually carrying their purchases and their partially made crafts kind of like with them. Crafts like weapons and things and hammers. And they'll be actually carrying it back with them at the end of the day to their private homes. And everyone's just kind of slowly dispersing as the night fades darker and darker.
Okay. So Dimran just seeing this, she's just gonna head straight for the tavern.
Is the tavern busy?
As the night goes on, yes, you notice more and more people come in. And it seems to be the same sort that you saw in the morning.
Kittis starts whispering again.
What are you whispering?
Like, hello, Mr. Tavern Keeper, but like, with her face covered, whispering.
He'll finish up with a few people, and then about a minute or two after you whisper that, he will approach the table and ask if you guys needed anything.
It is just continuous whispering. Can I have something sweet? And just like whispering, like covering her mouth because she's like loving this.
Oh.
He'll give you a soft nod and kind of walk away. And he'll come out a couple minutes later. Let's see if he cares. Hold on. Yeah, we'll say he cares. He'll come out with a personal cake, like a small 6-inch cake, with blue frosting, and it's covered in pink fondant. And as you notice the opening and closing of the kitchen door, you'll notice that there's more and more smells, and more like food is starting to be delivered, not just by him, but by a lot more of the cooking staff and the wait staff. They're used to feeding people pretty hefty meals at the end of the night, so there's a lot of food and a lot of smells starting to come out. But you asked for something sweet, and he comes back with just this completely pink fondant cake with a couple of blue like froths of frosting, like cream-based frosting of like just blue tufts all over it, like what you would give a child for a birthday cake.
Oh.
You're amazing. How do you like sort through all like the things people say? Because this place can get really, really loud. Do you just like hear every conversation?
I mean, it's my job to know what goes on inside these walls as the innkeeper, right?
Yeah, but my brother said it's not always good to hear everything.
Your brother probably didn't get paid to know everything, and he'll
No,
of
he
walk away.
didn't.
And he'll excuse himself at that and kind of walk away.
Kinnison just like starts devouring the cake.
Why is she winding up like psycho? It's a cake. It's not a victim.
It is a victim to her.
Oh my gosh. Sierra's like, wow, you're excited.
Grandfather never let me have sweets. So
The more I hear of grandfather, the less I like him.
well, he said that necromancers are supposed to be very mysterious and dark, and they're supposed to have like something. He said was like something like solemn. Not sure what that meant.
Solemnity? Solemnity? Is that what he said?
Yeah,
I
think. I still don't know what it means. But he kept telling me on how I needed to not indulge. And then Haku said, I can have whatever I want now that I'm out. So, cake.
You know what? Cake. Yeah.
A few minutes later, almost as if to unnerve you, he comes out with a teacup and a loose leaf tea and he sets it down in front of Cedar.
Oh.
And he smiles and just says, if I'm right, and I usually am, you'll probably enjoy this. It'll be on the house. And he pours the hot water, and you smell something you haven't smelled in a while. But it's a loose leaf tea that's native to Brine Run.
Oh. You see her like, oh my gosh, where?
And he'll open up your satchel with a small bug in his hand and hold it out in front of Philo. Philo immediately wakes up, eyes wide, takes a bite, chomps the whole bug down, it's almost like a small dragonfly, and falls back asleep, and he walks away without a word.
Awesome. I like this innkeeper.
Me too, he's not so bad. And you see Cedar kind of like staring at the tea for a while before actually choosing to drink it. And then she drinks it.
I said that right? It was Brine Run?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect. And she sets it down when she's finished.
Is Dimron joining?
Yeah, Dimron's actually, she's gonna walk into the tavern. She's gonna see them sitting down, and she's gonna lean up against the table and go, "Hey, let's go on a walk.
But I haven't finished my cake.
Would you
Do
like
you
me to
want-
finish it for you?"
I will shank you.
Oh my. You know what? I really do believe you will. Do you want to save it for later? We can wrap it up.
He'll eat it. She'll eat it later.
No, I'm sure that if we save it for later, Dimron won't eat it. Will you, Dimron?
Oh no, I wasn't gonna eat it. I was gonna smash it.
Dimron.
My cake. We're not moving until I'm done. And if you smash it, I get another one.
Good news, we're leaving the child behind.
Okay.
Well, are you okay with being left here while you're working on the cake, or do you want to come with us?
I want to play with the innkeeper.
Okay, you do that. We'll see you tonight.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And I get up and I join Dimron.
And once they get like, call it 10, 20 feet from the tavern, she goes, "Everything is unusually quiet. From what I gathered from the foreman, if we just walk in there and look like we're supposed to be there, no one should question us."
Like right now.
That's what I was thinking.
Fair enough. And we do have Philo with us.
So either we go back for the kid, or we go right now. Take your pick.
Oh, we lost her. She froze. I was like, this is an odd silence for them.
I know, right?
Man, tonight's just plagued with technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, third viewer who rejoined us.
Are we back yet?
Oh,
Hello.
there you are. There we are.
Okay, yay. Do you want us to come
It is up to you. If you, I do want to. By the way, while they're gone, Kidis has now decided to try to serenade the innkeeper.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the kids.
All right. So, the scene unfolds where are you just randomly singing in the middle of the bar?
Yes, you stood up on the table and started singing.
I'm singing. I'm in the middle of a storm.
One of the
It's a song that Haku taught her. But it is like, so it is a real song. It's just this little 12-year-old has now decided to start singing it for the innkeeper and whoever's listening.
as you start to sing, like a lot of the miners start to cheer. One of them runs over to a piano in the corner and just starts kind of playing a melody for you as you're singing. And like the whole bar is like pounding their cups against the table to the enjoyment, and that's the festivities that will ensue for the next few moments there. Cedar and Dimlin go commit crime.
For crime.
For crime.
Crime time.
But
We're
okay.
gonna go commit thief.
So Dimron just looks at Cedar and goes, "So we're leaving the kid."
I kind of look back. Can I hear the song from this distance?
If you
I
guys
mean, I am an
yeah, if you're kind of outside the inn down the street, you can kind of hear that the bar portion is starting to get really loud and fun.
Yeah, I think she's doing fine. Plus, Akarin and Gale are there, so if she has any trouble, she can just go and most likely bother Gale.
Perfect.
While he's praying. Which I gave them some of the blue stones. I don't know if Gale registered. I just kind of chucked the rock towards him and left.
If he doesn't decide to take them, I'm taking at least part of his.
I know, right? Those things are expensive looking.
Oh no, I want to turn them into stuff.
I either want to turn it into something or sell it, because honestly, I'm a little low on gold. Actually, Dimron 12 gold.
I'm Dimmer, dumbass.
I meant Kittis. Shush. Actually, Kittis, 12 gold. I had to
I
get
can do that.
what? No, I don't want to owe you gold. I hate being in debt. Like,
It's not debt between friends.
we're friends.
Are we not?
I'd like to be.
Then
I
yes.
Okay. And you see her like
See,
her.
I've saved your ass at least 2 times. You have made my job much easier. You calm down the dickhead at the caravan somehow. Yes, I think that
I
counts
think
as a
that was
friendship.
whatever he was smoking, but okay, friends then.
She does not shake your hand, but grabs your forearm and pulls you into a hug.
Oh,
And
I
just
like
like it
this.
is like uncomfortably tight. Just
Rib
because it's what
cage,
she's used to.
rib cage. My ribs.
she lets go and she's just like, all right, we're doing this.
All
At least
right.
to start, we're doing this quietly.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go see some owlbears.
Kittis, you have a direct message.
I have a direct message.
Yep.
Okay.
And we head back to the mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh, I'm
So
curious.
this is what you have memorized so far of the mine. This is about what you knew. Had you asked the owlbears for any additional information, you know that there's a chamber that they go to. You did ask that. You know this is the chamber that they go to. However, not really any directional information was given you. Was given to you. Just that it's not here. So you'll notice, though, from memory as well, that the tracks are pretty easy to follow where they would go. So, yeah. As you approach the mine, though, you will notice that there are 2 guards outside, mostly aware. They seem pretty fresh. They're kind of just talking to you, or talking to each other. They're talking about like, oh, we play cards. I don't know. I mean, we kind of. Do you want to play spin the bottle? There's no girls here. Doesn't need to be. What? And they're just kind of like it's like going back and forth. Just general riffraff between the two of them. But they're kind of posted out front. The forges have all gone dark at this point. The auctioneers and auctioners and merchants have all kind of dispersed. It's pretty quiet. Most of the noise now is coming from the tavern and bars and homes that are higher up on the mountains, and you're kind of at the base where the mine is.
Okay.
So Dameron just writes herself, kind of puffs out her chest a little bit, makes it so she looks like she's supposed to be there, like she's a figure of authority. She kind of thinks back to Chief Rimbus and to her CO in Bearvane and just how they compose themselves and just emulates that to the best of her ability. Just so that if those guards even consider addressing her, they'll think twice when they see how she's entering the room.
All right. I'll give you a performance on that one. Let's see how well you do.
Okay. 4.
They stop you.
Okay.
I want Cedar to have put up her hood, by the way. Kind of like, mysterious mage kind of deal. Like,
Channeling.
also, she doesn't really want her face to be seen.
the bodyguard of the two. Hey, child, tiny human, come here. And he's like addressed you.
Cameron will just kind of give like a smidge of a stink eye, but comply.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It was dark. What do you No one in or out of the cave after dark.
Can I ask why?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And I'm supposed to be down there. I'm doing some very important work.
Very, very important work in a cave
Yes.
after dark.
Yep.
Just the two of you.
Oh no, there's more of us down there. Would you like to come
Mm,
check?
I know for a fact that there are not more of you guys down there. Our foreman was attacked down there today. The entire cave has been evacuated. We're getting an adventure party together tomorrow to go in and clear out whatever attacked him.
I don't believe you. Why don't I believe you?
Roll an insight check.
What?
Oh no, I'm asking him.
Oh.
I'm just saying I don't, like, in my most stern tone. I'm going, I don't believe you. Why?
You don't believe me? Why? Listen here, madam, ma'am. What is your name?
Does it matter?
It does now. First off, check your tone at the door. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't appreciate the tone. I was given express orders on the takeover of Shift. We don't know what's down there right now. We don't know if they hit a new vein. We saw our foreman attacked, nearly dead, hasn't woken up, and now you're saying you're supposed. The adventure party comes out tomorrow. I would
Okay.
take you for an adventure. Are you trying to jump the job? Get paid first? I don't know if you're an opportunist or just crazy, but I can't let you in here.
Yes. The answer is yes. I am both an opportunist and crazy, and I will do your job, meaning the adventuring job, for half the pay.
And I'm here to see if there's any magic tomfoolery. I say this from beneath my hood.
Roll a deception, Dimron, since you're talking.
Okay.
Simran.
Oh, okay.
And actually, can I? There's no modifier difference. I'm just. She will always jump on better pay, on any pay. So she was being sincere. She will happily take the adventuring job for half the pay of clearing out whatever's in this cave, which she knows is nothing.
Like I just found out about this job and I'll take it. No contest. What? Huh? No receipts. No
Like,
idea how it's supposed to
Do
work.
I hear the jingle of money? Do I hear the clanking of coin?
Regardless of if you want deception or persuasion, it's an 18.
Okay. Okay. Look. I understand you want the job. You don't need to do it for half pay. However,
Weather.
however, we're gonna have to do it this way because it's under the table. You ready to hear us out?
Of course. Money talks.
You can go in. Anything that you find, you turn into us. We are also going to search you when you leave this cave to make sure you're not stealing anything, any gems, any mines. You could be an opportunist, as you say, and an adventurer. But we want proof of that you took care of the job. We'll turn it in, and we'll meet you at the inn, and we'll cut the job 50-50.
Done.
All right, and he'll spit in his hand and like hold it out to shake it.
She will do the same.
All right. Listen, mandatory patrols are probably in about an hour, hour and a half. So if you could get in and out before that, that'd be great. And he'll kind of walk past you, leaving the door there, then you, then him, and his back is now facing you.
Okay. And she'll just look over at Cedar and without saying a name, she'll just go, let's go.
Thank you, gentlemen. And
the second guard hears like your voice and just kind of gives you like a little wave with his fingers. He's like, "Yeah, goodbye."
does he even know I'm a bird? If you're into
Um,
that.
and so they're gonna, or at least Dimron's gonna start heading into the cave, and when they gonna turn right at the moving platform, but then at the next intersection take a left instead.
You're just walking through?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You guys
I
are
would like-
sneaking after we got told there's a big monster down there?
I would like to be stealthing. Might I rolleth for stealth?
You can if you want, yeah.
Sweet.
You know what? I'll do the same, just because I did say caution.
You little okay. That is a 10.
Okay. That's fine. 10 is
My
good.
mod
22.
is 6.
All right. So you will be stealthing through. I'll just give you group checks on either stealth or perception as we kind of go through this. And you come to the first fork and you make your left, and you kind of notice that as you walk down, it's really quiet. The lights are getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer the farther you go into the mines. Everything seemed to be pretty well lit before, but you kind of assume that people are saving the gas, saving the whatever they were used to lighting before, to kind of preserve it for the daytime when there was actual workers here. It's all just very dim, but you see a fork to the left and a fork to the right. If you go to the left, you see the tracks end. If you go to the right, they are almost reinforced.
Which way is the rail and the ceiling going?
They actually, good call. It goes south to the bottom, to the right.
Then we go south.
Yeah, I kind of tap Dimmer on the shoulder and I point up to the rails. I think we should follow those.
Dimron just gives a quiet nod and turns to the right and starts heading south.
And we head south.
Okay, you come into a large chamber. If you follow the tracks down, you come into a large chamber, and you can see that there are two open pathways to your right immediately. To the left, there's just general supplies, mining equipment, things left over from the miners in the day. And towards the bottom, there seems to be a large door. Just a large wooden door. It's about 10 feet tall, 12 feet wide.
Dang, that's a big door.
Yeah, where does the railing, the topside railing lead?
The railing actually ends in this chamber.
Okay.
Probably.
Let's look at Cedar. Which way do you think?
I want to say behind the door,
Me too.
and I'm really hoping I'm right. Let's
Stay behind me regardless.
yeah. No kidding. And she kind of gets behind Dimron.
And Dimron's gonna walk up to the door.
And roll a dex save.
Okay. Is this something I see or no?
No.
Is this a group thing?
Nope.
Is this a Dimron thing or a
This is a different thing. You were walking, and then you were falling.
natural one?
Okay. You fall about 10 feet, and you hit the ground.
Okay.
And as you look up, a large green cube that perfectly
Yes.
fits into the chamber that you just fell in lands on top of you. And you begin to float, and you try to swim, and you're swimming and flailing, but you can't seem to find purchase on anything at all. You are surprised, and you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Now, Cedar watched this all happen. You fall, and then the roof basically becomes jello and falls on top of you. She sees you suspended and floating. And we are going to do this in action intervals. So
Huh.
every 30 or so seconds of game time, you'll take an action, you'll have a moment to think, discuss, do a check. But every time each of you takes a round, um, if you don't succeed, more damage will be taken.
Okay.
This is a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dick.
Technically, they're like 50,000 pounds, and you would have been crushed to death, but I'm ignoring that because I don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they're that heavy, but they're heavy. They're a couple tons, but don't worry about it.
Well, no, if anything, I just got devoured, which is worse than being crushed.
It's eating. It's hungry.
Um.
Okay, so since you were surprised, first round goes out. Cedar, what are you gonna do?
That's an amazing question.
Dimron will just give you a look like, don't worry about me, hit it with everything.
Okay. I want to magic missile at second. No, at wait. With second level, I can shoot 4 darts, right?
Yep.
Then I want to shoot it at second level. So I'm out of second level spell slots for today.
Okay.
That's a 1d4. There it is. Okay, so the first one's a 5, a 2, a 3, and another 2.
All right. So hold on. What was
Total of 12 damage.
Yep, 12. Sorry. Yep, I was mathing. Thank you. Yeah, so you are in a okay, so your magic missiles go in and puncture and hit, and they actually cut pretty deep. This is kind of different. Like, yeah, you've heard about these in the past, and they almost seem like there would have been no escaping this trap had this actually happened in like storybooks. But your magic missiles actually puncture and shoot, and they go right through the creature. Parts of it get burned away, but it kind of fills in the blank space. Its total volume also shrinks a little bit as you hit it, but it is still there, still doing its thing. Dimron, what would you like to try to do?
Can I try to escape?
Explain how. And
I am going to try to, I'm gonna cup my hands, and I'm gonna start, like, forcefully, like, doing, like, a swimming motion, but also just, like, trying to push myself out. And, I'm actually, just because Dimron is extremely worried, because Dimron has never faced Gelatinous Cube, she has no idea what the hell's going on. So in her intense fear, I'm gonna pop a rage.
okay. So then go ahead and roll a general athletics, because I'm assuming you're trying to swim through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics.
With my rage, I would get advantage, I believe.
Yeah, we'll count that as you're flipping out.
22.
Okay. So you successfully, surprisingly, start to swim. It's literally like swimming through tar. The creature is I mean, you were at the ground, and you start kind of pushing off and swimming up, and you make it about 5 feet. So you make it about halfway through this cube of just jello. As it burns and sears your skin, it starts to like turn the colors, and your eyes are hurting just being open as you try to swim. So you close them and just force your way up as much as you can. And you continue up, and you make it about halfway.
Okay.
That will be the round, and I'm rolling a shitty dice, so you take 2 damage.
Have to 1. Unless it's psychic.
It is not. It is
Perfect.
basically acid. It is stomach acid.
So that is 1. Because, yeah, Bear Totem are resistant to everything except psychic.
Okay. So then the cube will feel you kind of moving around, and it will basically try to engulf you deeper and kind of push you back down to where it wants you. The save is actually quite small, and it's going to be a 12 strength save.
Oh, wow, okay. Do I get advantage on saves too, or just checks? Strength check and saves, yay! Thank God, that was a natural one.
You just rolled a natural 1 on oh, we have advantage. I was like, oh.
13.
Okay. So you do not get pushed back down. You're still kind of floating in the middle of this cube, and you're moving your way out. Cedar, what are you doing?
I want to cast Magic Missile again at first level this time. So that's only 3 darts. And I'm going to try and hit it again. Okay, so that's a 5. A 5. And a 4.
Nice.
Those are good rolls. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that was actually more than when I shot 4 at it.
Yeah. You shoot way more punctures. And it hits, and it basically penetrates, and it hits the ground. You actually hear the chunk on the cave as the wall gets hit from underneath and the sides of this creature. And it kind of echoes through the cave because it's the loudest noise that have happened in probably the last few minutes. Just the ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk of just your magic missiles hitting rocks through this creature. And as it begins to kind of refill its space, a vapor cloud will kind of shoot out of it, as almost it's like it's defending itself. And that will require a dex save from you.
Can I take a bonus action to dodge?
That's not a.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought it was.
That's
thought
a
it was
thing
rogue.
specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dang.
regardless, you're not second level rogue yet, so you don't have your cunning action.
Dang nabbit. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you, Damon.
Thanks for keeping me real. Wait, you said dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a d20 plus my dex mod.
Yep.
All right, give me just a sec. Please be good. Okay. 16.
Ooh. You see the vapor cloud coming out from the creature, and you move away in enough time where you don't inhale it, and it floats up and kind of settles on the roof as you go. Dimron, what are you doing?
Still just trying to push my way through.
Okay. You're raging out, so go ahead and roll your athletics.
$23.
You push yourself out, and now you get out, and you're kind of laying on top of this cube now. It's almost buoyant enough to walk on, but by the time you like swam out, you're kind of like laying on top of it now. Your skin's still searing. It almost hurts worse now that it's being exposed to air, as you kind of burn, and you're now laying on top of the cube, almost free completely. And you take 7 damage by half.
Love that. So that's already cut in half or now?
No, that was pre-cut.
Perfect.
Was that like 4 with the cut?
3, yeah. Unless, are we rounding up or down?
I forget the rule. I'll have to look it up, but we'll round down for now.
Okay.
I think that's the most damage I've ever gotten to Dimron.
Yeah, Dimron did more damage to himself than you have to her so far.
Those gross giant tongue monsters? No. Gelatinous cube? Yes.
Hey, those things are scary.
Oh, I'm not doubting that. I don't like it.
Yeah. All right. So it goes to next part of the round. It is going to try to suck you in. So go ahead and roll the strength save.
11.
Um, your foot is now caught.
Okay.
It grabbed your foot, and it is going to be. It is like trying to pull you back in. It got you committed, but it almost grappled your foot as it kind of opened up like a hole, and your leg just let gravity take it, and it crushed back onto your leg.
Gotcha.
And that'll bring us to Cedar.
I cast magic missile again at first level. Hey, it's working,
It's
and I don't have
working.
to aim it.
You've hit it pretty hard, substantially. I did not have a high life pool for this thing.
Here we go. Okay, that's a 2. Come on, let's do a little better. That's a 3, technically better. And a 4. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, 9 damage total. Okay, we're getting there. This thing is reeling now. You fire it in again and again. It's almost getting softer and less dense. These magic missiles are still just kind of penetrating, and it's filling back itself and shrinking as it goes. The problem now is that it released the same vapor. However, Dimran is grappled,
No!
so you have to roll a Constitution save
Love it.
against this
Dimran
vapor
or me?
gas. It is poison.
Love it.
It's an acidic vapor, so it's poisonous. So I think you still get the advantage on it. But yeah, you cannot dodge it.
That is an 18.
Okay. Yeah. I should have made this encounter harder. You take a breath, and you're kind of unfazed by it. It takes in your body. Your lungs kind of burn a little bit, but you're so distracted by the burning of your skin, you almost don't care. And you're up.
So Dimran's just not gonna give a shit about her foot right now, and just take out her great axe, and with one heavy swing downward, I'm going to recklessly attack and slash into this thing.
Okay. Do your attack roll. Its armor class is 6, so I'm not even bothering. just roll it so you don't get a nat 1 and then hit your damage.
It is
Love
squishiness.
it.
It is squishiness incarnate.
That's a 20. So I'm just to play it safe, I'm gonna try for that nat 20. Because if I can get 2d12 off on this thing, that is a nat fucking 20.
Nice. Okay. Roll your damage.
Die, misbegotten Jello. Actually, you know what? That's canon. At one point when Cedar was casting magic missile, she yelled that.
19 total damage.
19 total damage.
Non-magical slashing, if that makes a difference.
Yikes!
It does, actually. Yeah, I was about to ask. It doesn't do as much as you think.
Hey, that's still probably 9 damage.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, it is not looking healthy. This jello-like creature is now actually becoming translucent. It almost disappears as you hit it. You still feel your axe makes purchase as it kind of cuts through, but it's almost turning completely transparent and opaque, making it harder to distinguish. You're still sitting on top of it, but it releases you, and it is now just kind of invisible. Now, you are unstuck and sitting on top of it. You do not take damage this turn, and it did not release a gas when you struck it. But you are sitting on top of it. It has now just vanished, though.
Alright. Oh, do I get to go? Or is it Cedar?
That would be Cedar.
Alright, I cast magic missile at first level again.
Okay.
It's working. And honestly, Dimran is way too close for me to use Firebolt.
That's fair.
2, 3, 4. Match to last time. 9 damage.
Okay. These magic missiles penetrate into what looks like nothing until a non-toxic gas starts to seep out, and you hear a whizzing, as almost like it's a balloon deflating, as Dimran starts to slowly descend to the floor, and this vapor keeps escaping. It's not green this time, but it's a blue, and you just hear that sound of a balloon just until it's completely flat, pancaked to the ground, and Dimran is sitting in a layer of goop that is not painful anymore. The skin still stinging and singed. However, it seems to just be an invisible clear goop that is being sat upon, as opposed to something that's acidic and painful.
Dimran
Is it dead yet?
Dimran's gonna quickly take a coin purse, like an empty coin purse, and scoop some of the goop into it. And then just look up and yell, I think?
Question, what's in the coin purse?
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, now goop.
Now goop.
But
Got it.
previously nothing.
Okay. Okay. It is for all intents and purposes dead.
It's dead, and now we have bag of goop.
You have bag of goop.
They
What was
asked for proof, this is proof.
My brother got eaten by a green slime. The one you have in your bag? Yeah, that's the one.
But anyway, you guys gotta go find the elevator.
Yeah. Do you need help getting back up, or are you good?
Well, first, just 1 second.
Okay.
Dimran's gonna look around. Is there like a way to keep going, or is it just a hole?
It's just a 10-foot by 10-foot hole.
Okay. So then Dimran's gonna yell, yeah, I could use some help.
Okay, how do we do this? I kind of hop down into the hole. And
Dimran's just gonna hand you one end of a rope.
Oh, okay. And I fly
Just
back
take
up.
this to the top. I'll climb out.
Gotcha. I fly up and then I tie it around like nearby stalagmite or some railroad track or whatever. I just tie it to it. Okay, you're good.
And I'll start climbing out.
You make your way out. It's a little slippery and gross. You slip a few times, but it's not that difficult to get out. And you are now looking at a 10-foot gap between you and the door.
Okay.
I mean, well, you could fly across.
I mean, I can fly
Yeah.
across. I had to get Dimran across. Well, I want to
Dimran's gonna
fly
go,
up.
Alright, take the other end of this rope, fly it to the other side, and I'll climb across.
All right. And I go and I do what she told me to do. And I want to see, is the door locked?
Good question.
I check to see if the door is locked.
I'm just teasing you.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
I love to make you guys paranoid. I'm sorry. It's a
okay.
sick fascination of mine. No. The door is locked. It seems just it doesn't open when you push it. There's a normal, looks like a big skeleton keyhole, but it looks like a normal, everyday, mundane lock from what you experience.
Can I try to pick it?
Sure, let's go and give me a sleight of hand.
I hope I do well because I've got a really nice sleight of hand mod. It makes me happy to look at it.
Wait, did you take expertise with thieves' tools?
I think I did.
And add an extra 2 to that.
Wait, like that's not already
It would
on
be
there?
a thieves' tools check, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And thieves' tools check would be +8, not +6.
let me double check. Okay, it is under my proficiencies for thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Proficiency or expertise?
Where can I find if I put expertise?
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm getting back to it too. I got to get these character sheets pulled up. Just D&D Beyond gave me issues earlier.
Yeah,
so.
you did.
I did?
So your mod is going to be +8.
Okay, so like overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 21.
click, click, and the door just creak, 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 and creaks open.
Cedar, oh, that is so satisfying. And she kind of like pushes the door open a little. I got the door.
And Dimran's just gonna, she's gonna hold on to the rope. She's gonna just let her body dangle across the hole, and she's just gonna kinda across.
Cool. Give me just a general acrobatics with advantage.
Okay.
You find yourself very easily grabbing and holding on to things. Your
18.
your hands are not moving when you don't want them to move. They're not slipping. You're almost stuck to the things you're touching as you shimmy across without difficulty at all.
Love it. And so she'll get to the other side and she'll hoist herself up.
Perfect.
She'll go, it's gonna be more of an issue to get the bears across. But we'll
Yeah.
cross that hole when we come to it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
They might be able to jump over it.
maybe.
They seem pretty powerful. But we'll cross that hole when we get to it.
Yep. And as Dimran walks through the door, she's gonna give Cedar a pat on the back and go, good job.
Thanks. Guess I've saved you now too.
I was talking about the door, but yeah.
Oh yeah. That was so cool to watch though. The magic missiles going into the gelatinous cube.
Mhm.
Never seen anything quite like that. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Made it way too big. I'm getting there. Hang on. There we go.
It's so pretty.
Dimran's just gonna look at Cedar and go, the child would love this, but she picked cake over us. So.
True. Very true.
So you
You could take some of the rocks.
We could, but they're gonna search us. But we still
yeah.
might. I still might.
Yep.
We are taking like 3 entire owl bears, so
you
I don't know how I get those owl bears out.
open
we'll
the door.
figure that. We'll cross that hole when we get to it. That's the theme of tonight.
It is
Uh,
naturally
Kidis
lit.
is having a ball,
Okay.
and someone gave her alcohol. Just giving it.
No.
Oh, if she chose to drink it, she's completely plastered at this point.
No, she didn't choose to drink it at first. She's not like been sitting drinking the entire night
Oh,
or anything.
I
No.
I just imagine you're like pulling your skirt up and like dancing with your little boots on a tabletop and singing, and like everyone's dancing around you.
That is exactly what's happening.
In her defense, you left her unsupervised. No. Okay. Back to reality. You guys open up, and there's a huge chamber, completely lit by these charged, luminous crystals that are just growing out of the walls naturally. And sitting in the middle of this chamber are 3 giant hulking creatures. You can see their silhouettes. Cedar, you'd be able to see them just fine because I think you have dark vision.
So do I.
Oh, you do too. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, everyone except Gale.
Everyone except for Gale. So you two will see these owl bear silhouettes sitting kind of off in the distance. It's very dimly lit, but this is kind of like strange because these ruins, this area doesn't match the rest of the cave. They're almost built up, and this door was probably put here to kind of block off the rest of the cave, where everything seems to be winding and twisting and turning, following veins. This chamber seems intentional. The stonecraft and masonry, although old, is there on purpose. But the owlbears are sitting there, eating. You hear the slopping sounds of them just scarfing down their meal for the night. And when they notice you, they stand up to their full height of about 10 to 12 feet and begin walking up to you. And that is where we'll end the session.
Love it.
Love it.
Kidis is having so much fun, guys. Just to let you know.
Oh, but we have Tara and Harry back
They're gonna be like, what did you guys do?
They're gonna be like, why did you leave the kid unsupervised?
Technically, we didn't.
True.
They're
Right?
supposed to be watching her.
True.
A very shady bartender is babysitting. Great choice.
Well, no,
Yeah,
we were talking about Gale and Akarin are upstairs.
That's fair.
But the thing is, though, like, Candace is just, like, absolutely just now enamored with this innkeeper.
But all right. So yes, I don't know how many viewers we have. It says we actually have a couple. So thank
I'm
you
one of them.
guys. You are one of them. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining, whoever you may be. We are going to go ahead and end the session for now. We may or may not be taking a short holiday break. I don't know. We have to work out schedules, but we will be live again soon. So if you haven't already, please give us a follow, and we will go live. And next time we stream, I'll definitely post a schedule, so you can check back on the channel soon, and hopefully we'll have a day posted. So thank you guys for joining us. But I'm going to go ahead and knock us out.
Heck yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye!